What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Smackdown Watchalong today. It is Friday, September 13th. Ooh. Anyways, Smackdown is premiering today on the USA Network, and today we're going to be like watching it along together. Earlier, Tiger Claw Gaming suggested that I do a watch along, so I decided I might as well do a watch along for today. So we're going to hang out, have a good time. So I'll be live the next 2 hours. And then immediately following our watch along stream, I will be converting the watch along into a podcast once SmackDown is over, and Robin Lundberg will be joining me, and we'll be talking a little bit more in depth about SmackDown and what went down and all of that good stuff. So you guys are getting a 2-in-1 today, a watch along and a podcast. So it'll be a good time. But we still got 7 minutes until SmackDown starts. And so far, by the way, there's only been like 3 things announced for the show. But considering that it's a premiere show, I'm pretty sure they wanted to save like a lot of surprises and whatnot. But pretty much what's been announced for the show, of course, the big thing is the steel cage match, Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. That'll be happening. We're going to be seeing Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes once again. I think at this point, it's like the 5th match that they've had against each other. And we're also going to be seeing Kevin Owens along with a mystery partner go head-to-head with A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory, and Grayson Waller. So we do got quite a bit here. So far, not really too much that has been announced. So today's show is pretty much going to be a all-around surprise. Again, considering that they are on USA Network, we should be expecting a couple of surprises. I know Sean reported earlier that there's going to be a new SmackDown theme song, so we can keep an eye out for that as well. So a lot of stuff that's basically coming up the pike and whatnot. But I want to go ahead and thank Steven for getting us going with our first super chat of the day. Thank you so much, Steven. He says, let's go. Looking great as always, friend. Thank you so much. I decided to get dressed up today because yesterday I was just like in a hair bun and a t-shirt, and I was cleaning the whole day. And so I was just like feeling I can't describe it any other way. So I thought, you know what? Today I'm getting dressed up. So today I got all dressed up for everybody today. So yeah. Thank you so much to Steven for the very kind super chat. We also got John Taylor in the house who says, me when Denise is doing another watch along, I will never financially recover from this. Shout out to Tiger King. Damn, Tiger King takes me back, man, to our times during freaking COVID era. Oh, I don't want to talk about that at all. But there you go. Thank you so much to John Taylor for always showing so much generosity here on this channel. I'm excited, guys. We're 5 minutes away from the show. Let me give some shout outs to some people and see what the people here are saying. What is going on? Let's see what we got here. We got Crazy Cool D in the house, Dominic Carranza, Juan Carbajal. We got Jay Hunch in here. Ebony is in here. Ebony Prince, welcome. Hey, how are you? We also got, let's see, who else haven't I read? I already read Steven. Oh, we got Brandon in the house, and his birthday is tomorrow. Brandon, happy early birthday. How great is it that your birthday landed on a Saturday, by the way? That's always nice because it's like you absolutely have to celebrate when your birthday lands on a Saturday. There's no excuse. There's no excuse whatsoever. We got Raphael Smith in the house. What is up, Raphael? Brandon Rosen. We got Ricky Zaldivar, who's also here. Jay. We got Melissa Cabello. It's Ellen is also here. Bryn Hawking, Edwin Thompson. Shout out to Maria Graciela Sayas, who's also here. We got Mike Rouse, who's also in the house. Kavisha Ramsundar. And we are 4 minutes away from SmackDown starting, so I'm just like stalling for time. We got Larice Johnson here who says he's looking forward for the new set of SmackDown. John Stamey, thank you so much for the kind comment. We got Joe, we got Devon Williams in here. And I'm honestly, Christopher Leclerc is also in here. Micah Does It, Fernando Jose. And I think I got almost everybody. We got Bruce in here. Bruce, shout out to Bruce Phillips. Dion Wicker, Jeff White, William King. We got Tank in here. Lorenzo Anderson, Yatik Sahu, and Luis Arturo Mendez. So I'm trying to make sure I give everybody a shout out at some point. But I was going to say something. Fudge, what was it? Damn. I was literally about to say something and I completely forgot what it was. Anyways, we are 3 minutes away from SmackDown starting. Shit, that's gonna bug me. I swore. I guess it wasn't that important. All right. Stephen Marchulli says Carmella versus Andrade will rock the house tonight. Let's enjoy. It's a funny thing about like once it's so you can tell whenever, well, first of all, whenever you have something good, whenever you have guys with really good chemistry, why not freaking go and do those matches? And I feel like Carmelo Hayes and Andrade have really benefited a whole lot from their feud in the last couple of months because Andrade had came into WWE, had came back from AEW, returned to WWE, but there still really wasn't much going on with him. And then Carmelo Hayes, as we all know, was drafted to WWE, to SmackDown, to the main roster. He was drafted, first round draft pick, but it kind of felt like there really wasn't too much, really working in his favor so far. So you have two guys who are looking to climb up the ladder, right? Climb up the ladder of the roster, 2 minutes away. And suddenly they find themselves in a program against each other because the one thing that both Andrade and Carmelo Hayes are really good at is the pro wrestling. They are both really great wrestlers. So when you get two great wrestlers together, of course, you're going to get them having some great matches. So they are doing very well with each other. So they're keeping it going. And it's honestly benefiting the both of them because this is the best thing that we've seen for both Andrade and Carmelo Hayes on SmackDown. So yeah, shout out to the both of them. And thank you so much to Stephen Marchulli for sending that in. We got Brandon here who says, I also forgot to share my 16th month membership. Dude, 16 months. Holy cow. Thank you so much for being part of the DWO now for 16 months. I didn't even realize this DWO was around for 16 months already. So thank you so much for that, man. Great times all around. We are 1 minute away from SmackDown beginning. I'm going to start recording my, I have a second stream where I record everything. And once SmackDown starts, I will be playing the audio for everybody. So the audio will be playing once SmackDown actually begins. And please, dear God, remind me to mute the commercials because last time I completely forgot. All right, it is 5 o'clock and SmackDown should be starting. Getting the closing credits for the F9 The Fast Saga.
Hello?
All right, can you guys hear? If you guys can hear the stream beat, not just me, I'm talking the actual audio, please let me know in the comments because you guys should be able to hear the audio. If you want it any louder, please let me know so that I can see what you guys are hearing because what you guys hear and what I hear is kind of different. Also, thank you so much to John Taylor who says hello and welcome to any new Watchalong peeps. Denise does this for Raw on Mondays and we have a great time, a great community. Thank you so much, by the way. Raw is 3 hours, so obviously I do a lot of games during Raw. This time I don't think we'll have any for today for SmackDown because I wasn't planning to do this watch along. This was a last minute thing, a very last minute thing, but we'll entertain ourselves regardless. And we're getting the new little not the new little intro because we've seen this intro. This intro is not new. The bump that they do before the actual intro. So here we go. Let's see. Here we go, guys. New theme song, and it is what was pretty much promoted out there. The new theme song for SmackDown is Never Ever. Never Ever. That's the new theme song, guys. It's with Megan Thee Stallion and RM of BTS, who you guys know is very, very popular. Anything BTS related is like super popular. But yeah, the song is Never Play. Never Play. That's the name of the song. Never Play. This is the first time I'm hearing it, so just FYI. So there you go, new theme song. What do you guys think about it? It's a lot more mainstream. That's always a good thing, of course.
Ladies and gentlemen,
never play. I keep wanting to say never ever play, but it's never play. Okay, we're kicking things off with Triple H. I'm honestly not surprised since it's like, if you're going to do it for any show, this is definitely a good show to have Triple H come out and kind of welcome us into the new era for SmackDown. It's all about the good. Talk about best theme songs ever is Triple H. All his theme songs are great. King of Kings, The Game, My Time Is Now. Not My Time Is Now. What's that? Blanking right now, really quickly.
Is here in WWE. One of the reasons we celebrate this historic agreement to bring Friday Night Smackdown back to the USA Network live tonight.
My Time, thank you. I was like, I know it's got time in there. I was like, what is it? My Time. Damn, I haven't heard that song in forever. Holy shit. All right, let's see what Triple H is going to say. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is going to be relatively simple. It's just going to be Triple H welcoming us to the USA Network. Damn, the building looks great. There's a bunch of people there. Mr. Waffle says, man, if this move to USA is a big deal, I can't wait to see what the move to Netflix is going to be like. Oh, they got to go all out for that, guys. Like, legit, they really, really do got to go all out for that because that is massive. The Netflix stuff is huge. Oh, look at us. We got brand new little lower thirds. Completely different. The logo is so different. The logo's different. Just the overall look, like the branding and the colors and the font. The microphone is different.
Episode of this show,
all of it is different.
Going one-on-one with a Rock.
John Taylor says, very clean graphics. I like it. Yeah, very, very modern looking.
25 years
SmackDown
later.
got a little bit of a modernized makeover.
And there is no better place to be than right here, right now, sold out, standing room only, Seattle, Washington. And there is no better way to start this off than with a match for the undisputed WWE Championship.
What? We're starting with the...
between Cody Rhodes
what?
and Solo Sikoa.
Are we going to start
inside of a steel cage?
I mean, they did say that the first 30 minutes of SmackDown were going to be commercial free. So, I mean, might as well do the steel cage match, right, if it's commercial free.
Then welcome to SmackDown!
Ooh! I love me some pyro. The stage looks great. Very, very big screen. Like 3 giant big screens.
And there is the steel
We got the
cage.
stage coming down. Looks really great, everybody. What people here are saying. Sheldon Jackson's in the house and says, no gifted membership for me tonight. Thanks, YouTube. I still remember when Seattle hijacked the championship ascension ceremony to cheer Brian. Iconic. Sheldon, I appreciate you, man. So thank you so much for sending this super chat in and for being here, period. We got John Taylor who says SmackDown on Fox is an hour delay for me, so I finally get to watch it live again. Yeah, us West Coast peeps really had to figure out a way to watch SmackDown on Fox. For sure. It was definitely something that was a little bit more of a struggle for us. Like, I couldn't rewind. When I was watching SmackDown on Fox, like, I could not rewind the show because I was watching on Fox, on Fox's website. And it was like, if I missed it, I missed it. There's no rewinding. At least here, with USA Network, I can watch on DirecTV. So I have DirecTV, that's what I'm watching on, and I'm able to like pause, rewind, do all of that. So it makes it a little bit more of an easier experience for me. What I do need to figure out though is, by the way, they're doing a video package right now, just sort of recapping Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa. But what I do need to figure out, by the way, and if anybody here has any advice for me, I need to figure out how to watch the CW because I didn't realize that the CW is not on my DirecTV thing for whatever reason. I mean, I just don't. You get to, because it's not. You have to have it like on regular, just like regular TV. So I have to figure out how to watch it. here on the internet during East Coast time, so I'll probably have to use a VPN or something. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it on their website because it's not an option for me on DirecTV. So I need to figure out how I'm going to watch NXT live because as of right now, I'm not really too sure on how I'm going to watch the CW. Sheldon Jackson said CW has an app. I wonder if I can use the VPN though and watch it with the VPN on the app. All right, I'll have to figure that out, but I'll download the app. Oh, but I don't want to watch on my phone. People say switch to YouTube TV. Guys, I love YouTube. I make my living here on YouTube, but YouTube TV is hella expensive. It's too expensive. I'm sorry. I can't do YouTube TV. It's too pricey. I think it's like $60 a month, right? YouTube TV. At least that's the last time I checked. It was $60 a month. And I have DirecTV, so that's why I'm hesitant to get YouTube TV. It's Ellen says super expensive, right? Thank you. That's what I was thinking too. All right, we got Solo Sikoa coming out. All right, I'm gonna tweet really quickly. What do you think of the new SmackDown look?
The jury was out on the leadership ability of this man, Solo Sikoa, but he has proven in the last number of months that he is indeed.
Man, do we think we see Roman Reigns here tonight? I think a lot of people are anticipating Roman Reigns. I would kind of be bummed if we don't get Roman Reigns. Like, if we don't get Roman, I am going to be a little bit bummed. Dark Steven says, I use YouTube TV and it's better than to DirecTV. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's probably a lot easier to use. DirecTV, for the most part, works really great for me, but every now and then it does have, like, minor hiccups,
several years ago,
and I get really frustrated.
To prove himself.
Ebony Prince says, does anyone think Cody Rhodes will retain the title? He will 100% retain the title. He is not losing this championship to Solo Sikoa. It ain't happening. Sorry, Solo. It ain't happening.
Money in the Bank Premium Live event in July. Where
Ellen Jeanette says, love Solo's intro graphic and song. Yeah, starting to stick. Sheldon says, I have the CW. The best part, I believe, is that you don't have to have an account to watch the app. Oh, that's always nice. You got to have an account for everything, man. Everything nowadays requires an account. I have a special email just for spam. Whenever I got to sign up for something, I have a special email for that. Steven says, more channels are leaving DirecTV because of lockout contracts. What a bummer. It's a bummer. Yeah, so I have DirecTV only because my husband pays for the DirecTV for his family at their house. So because of that, I have DirecTV. So because he pays for it for his parents, I have DirecTV. So I'm out here leeching. But it's been good for me, so I'm not going to complain about DirecTV. I like it. Except I just got to figure out what to do with the CW. Whoa! I hate when I forget to do the whoa. I always forget to do the whoa. Anyways, Tiger Claw Gaming, he is responsible for me being here tonight, by the way, because I was just going to do a podcast. But Tiger Claw Gaming hit me up on Twitter and was like, yo, are you doing a watch-along? And I thought, why am I not doing a watch-along? Great idea. Let me do a watch-along. So you can thank Tiger Claw Gaming, everybody. He is the reason why I am live here today. I'm telling you guys, sometimes I just don't think shit through. So if you guys hit me up and be like, hey, Denise, are you doing this? Thank you. Put it out there because sometimes I forget stuff. I got like a million things going on, so I forget some simple stuff. So it just happens. All right, let's see what we got in here. We got Daniel McDermott. Whoa! Perfect timing, bro. Alan Jeanette says Randy Orton going heel is more likely than Solo winning. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
Better to sway the
I
power
100%
in their favor
agree with that.
in capturing the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Cody Rhodes has been involved.
Man, I hate this water bottle, guys. I don't like water bottles with the little lid. I need like a straw or like some sort of suction device. I don't like having to like open it and put it on my face. But it's the only one I've got right now. I gotta drink my water. We got John Taylor here who says, I interned at KTLA. I'll grab my old badge, sneak in, flip the NXT live switch for the DWO, a KTLA badge from 2001 works, right? Dude, you interned at KTLA. I wanted to intern at KTLA so freaking bad. But getting those internships at those big like networks and things is so freaking hard. Like so freaking hard. But I did my best internship though was PBS SoCal. So I did intern with PBS SoCal in Costa Mesa. It was a very, very interesting experience. I'll tell you that much. Very, very interesting. And I also interned at Jewish Live Television, which is a network for like Jewish programming and stuff. So I interned for them, and that was really, it was really fun. It was very different, but I had a good time. And all I would do was edit videos all day long. They actually wanted to hire me back then to become like a producer, but that wasn't what I was trying to do. So I said no. But for internship wise, it was a really good internship. So I learned how to edit a whole lot at Jewish Live Television, and I learned how to produce content at PBS SoCal. And I loved PBS SoCal. It was so fun. So fun. But it was definitely an experience. Like working in a newsroom, if you've never worked in a newsroom, it is crazy. It is so crazy. And people, guys, like adults, grown adults, bicker so freaking much. So much arguing, so much fighting, all of that. You would be very, very surprised. And the funniest thing, by the way, this match finally is about to get started. But the funniest thing, though, for my one of my internships is every single Friday, my boss would make me drive her to Bank of America so that she could deposit her check. Like the second she got her check, she was like, Denise, drive me to Bank of America. And I would drive her to Bank of America so she could deposit her check. That was one of my responsibilities as an intern. Oh, man. Yeah, I would have loved to work
in order to keep the title against the dangerous Sikoa. What does he need to do, Corey?
I think Cody needs to rely on the WWE Universe to soldier him
through
the undoubtable pain he will be in a matter of moments. And I wouldn't think it's a bad idea for Cody to try to climb out of the cage, separate himself
punch, the way that my good friend Reg does it. Punch here.
Cody across into the corner and fouls it up with an elbow.
Cody Santello says, I can hear Denise's TV better than mine. Okay, I think that's a good thing, right?
Hoping that it will help him.
Let me know, guys. Y'all can let me know in the comments if you want it higher or lower.
Rhodes now with a bulldog.
And Solo.
I love the way that they promote their broadcasting team too. I think that's so important to show respect to your broadcasters, your announcers, commentators, all of that. Nice. Love it. Use of the cage. One of my pet peeves in steel cages is when they don't use the steel cage. So thank you so much, Cody, for ramming Solo Sikoa's face into the cage multiple times within like the first minute of the match. I appreciate that.
Over the last few years, it has hardened him. Oh, and now
Cody ate some.
And Cody fell awkwardly.
It may have hardened Cody Rhodes, but it didn't make
Okay,
Cody
John Taylor says
superhuman.
it's nice. He can mute his TV and just listen to my audio.
Nasty landing
Phenomenal.
for the champion.
Good to
Caught
hear.
between the cage and the rope.
And a already building on the back of Cody.
I almost feel like the show has to end with something really big or pretty big. So I thought that this was going to close out the show, the steel cage match. So now it makes me feel like maybe we are going to see Roman to close out the show. If they have it like, if this is what's opening the show.
Following it up with a crushing impact.
BTW, I will be at Bad Blood October 5th. So I'm excited for that. Going to Atlanta, Georgia. I've been there one time for Cody Rhodes premiere, so I'm excited to be back.
Cody Rhodes.
By the way, if you're hearing the muting, that's USA Network. They've been doing a lot of mutes today.
qualify.
They're trying to keep in the spirit of Fox TV. Although Fox is worse, though, because Fox is mute and black out the TV. At least USA Network just mutes without blacking out anything.
North American title, and the flying
Okay, I
headbutt
like the
by
flying
Sikoa,
headbutt by
and
Solo.
Rhodes is in trouble.
Oh, Cody Rhodes is busted
On the
open.
face of the new tribal chief,
Did
the
he
new
get
head of
busted
the
open with
table.
that flying
Solo
headbutt?
just having his
He
way.
probably
with the champion.
did.
Solo promised Cody would acknowledge him tonight.
Oh, he
nobody
went
home
for
as
another
Cody
one, but
uses
Cody
tremendous
moved.
core strength to the top rope now. Rhodes perhaps are going to look for escape.
This is smart, Cody. Keep climbing. You don't have much time.
And Solo Sikoa there to intercept and play defense early.
BTW is still the very best steel cage match ever. Bret Hart,
Cody's
Owen
credit,
Hart.
He also
I
said that if
reviewed it
Solo
here
beats
on the
me tonight,
channel. You
I
guys can
will
always check
acknowledge
that
him
out. That
as
is still to
champion
this
as
day
he
the
ripped
best
back down into the ring.
steel cage
Oh,
match
no.
that I've
Cody's been
seen.
busted open already.
That didn't take long. The American
Yeah,
Nightmare
Brandon
showing
here
the
who said
wounds of
YouTube
battle
TV is priced, but you
inflicted by
can usually
Solo
get it for
Sikoa,
cheaper
and
price
things
for
are
the first
about
few
to
months.
get much,
And
much
if you
worse
lose
for the
channels,
champion.
it costs
Solo
less
Sikoa
until
smile
they
on his
are
face
back.
when he realized Rhodes
I'm gonna
was
try to
bleeding.
see if they have. I'm sure they have like deals every now and then,
Whipped in
especially if you're like a
the
first
cage
timer.
again.
Like those first time deals.
And this is how
I'm gonna probably
Cody
look
got
into that.
busted open
Unless I
for
can figure out how to get the
This
TW
flying
just on the
headbutt
app
by
or the
the
VPN
challenger,
or something.
Solo
That might be
Sikoa.
easier.
Solo's
So if I
got a
can't figure it
skull
out that
about
way, then
2
I'll
inches
probably
thick.
try YouTube
It was
TV.
like concrete when you
We
get
got
hit
Brandon
by it.
Rosen
And
here who
unlike
says, what if we
boxing,
see
there's no
Roman
cornerman
right
here.
now? Solo keeps alluding that Roman
I
would
wanna
cost
throw in
him
the
the title.
towel. Nobody to
Perhaps
stop
we see
this.
the real tribal chief somehow get
Nobody
involved.
attached.
Well, I mean, that's true because that's how
Cody
he got
up as
involved
he's
at
locked inside
SummerSlam,
the
costing him the
cage.
championship there too.
Savage of
But
a man, Solo Sikoa.
I
I
don't
have a
feel
feeling
that Roman
things are
needs to
about
keep
get
getting
even
involved
more
for
gruesome on this
Solo,
Friday the
for
13th.
Cody to successfully defeat Solo.
Inside
Like,
the steel
Cody
cage
does
may
not
be the only place
technically need the help
more
of Roman
dangerous
Reigns.
than
Like, he
can't
can
twist the
finish
leg.
off Solo Sikoa on
And
his
Sikoa
own. And
now
I would
attacking
prefer
the
Cody
wound
to
of the-
finish off Solo
the
Sikoa on
forehead of
his own
Cody
here in the
Rhodes.
steel cage match. Because
This
then
is
you're going to have
smart.
people
This
be
is
like,
smart
oh yeah,
strategy by
Cody
Solo.
Rhodes only wins
Just
because Roman
unleashing the
Reigns,
brutality.
Roman Reigns helps
Battering
him out in
Cody
his
Rhodes.
matches against
Solo has
Solo.
been
I don't want that.
unbearable
So for that
as the
reason,
leader of the
I want to see
Bloodline.
Cody
Imagine
Rhodes
if he
like
walks out of here with the undisputed
successfully defeat Solo
WWE
Sikoa on his
Championship.
own
It will
and bring in Roman
validate
Reigns
every
like
claim Solo
afterwards
has made thus
or who
far.
knows,
It
and find some different
ensure
way
that
to
the
incorporate
WWE
Roman
Universe
Reigns into it
respects and
instead of
acknowledges
always
Solo
having
as
Roman
he
help
sees
Cody
fit.
against Solo.
Cody looking to rally. Launches himself off the second rope. Caught by Solo. Went for a disaster kick. And Sikoa
nice.
made him pay. Driving him into the steel
You
cage.
know, Sikoa's doing good in this steel
And doing
cage.
everything he needs to do
Also,
to use
thank
the
you so much,
cage as a
Brandon.
weapon. And Cody almost looked helpless, Corey, as he was dropped back into the cage and onto the ropes.
Cody still looks helpless the way he melted between the ropes and the steel cage. Our champion certainly feeling
right.
the effects
That's
of
the
this
thing about me. You
onslaught
can always
from
count on
Solo
me dropping
Sikoa.
something on
It
this
is
show.
the season premiere of Friday Night Smackdown on the USA Network. We are sold out tonight. 14,000.
Tiger Claw Gaming says Cody needs to win this
in a
on his own. The worst
commercial-free
part of that
first half
SummerSlam
hour.
match was them
Inside
making
a
Cody look
cage
like he
for
couldn't
the
beat
undisputed
Solo Sikoa.
WWE
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right
Championship,
now,
Rhodes
too.
and
I mean, it
Sikoa.
was different at SummerSlam because
Cody
everybody
trying
was
to hang
raining for
on,
Roman
trying to
Reigns.
climb now up the cage.
I think this time you
Remember,
gotta have
escape the
Cody
floor and you win the
get the
thing.
job done himself.
Cody
Oh, nice!
goes.
Cody
Gets
cut
himself into a
the
Cody
cage!
cover now.
That was cool!
On Sikoa.
All right, that was cool. All right, that was my favorite part
My
of the match so
God.
far.
What
That
a
was cool.
desperation. Cody Cutter
That
by
was
Rhodes.
fun. Give us a replay.
Take
Yeah, he was
another
pretty
look
high
at
up,
this. The
too.
champion
He
throwing
was
caution to
super
the wind,
pretty high up.
taking the shot as it was presented.
Yeah.
Cody Cutter
That
takes
was
down
good.
Solo, but couldn't end this
Good job,
for the
Cody.
champion yet.
John Taylor says that Cody Cutter looks
Proud
great.
champion.
Tiger
Cody
Claw
Rhodes
Gaming
took
says
a
that
few
oh no
years
was
to
not a
finally
typo,
finish
Denise.
the story.
Are you
And he's
really
not gonna
calling
give up the
Solo
championship
Sikoa
without a
or
fight.
oh no
Rhodes now
Sikoa?
back up to the top rope. Is he thinking
I'm
escape
dead.
here?
I thought that was a typo.
Gotta believe that's what's going through Cody's
God,
mind.
that's
But Solo
amazing.
again putting the brakes on the upward ascent
But yeah, everyone's
of the
beating over that
undisputed
Cody Cutter.
WWE champion. Cody trying to kick Solo away.
And Solo rips him off the ropes again. Another headbutt right back to the wound.
And notice how Solo has kept Cody in close quarters.
Solo,
for the
oh
majority
no.
of this matchup. Solo knows if he's got his hands on the champion,
Thank
things
you
are
so
looking
much for the
good
kind
the
comment,
Bloodline.
Lord.
And Solo Sikoa now could be looking to escape the cage. Cody Rhodes realizing it.
I'm having
Not
a
gonna
good
question
bangs
this.
day.
Perhaps Solo got a
Finally
little too
starting
confident.
to like work with my face. They're not doing that split thing anymore. That was so annoying. Nothing's worse than not being able to organize your own things.
Solo is deceptively agile for an athlete.
It's Ellen says this is already better than the SummerSlam match. Thank God for the stipulation. I agree. That kind of crossed my mind, and I wanted to say that, but I thought just wait until the match is over and then you can say that. But I'll be honest with you, they've already caught my attention in this match. So much more than they did at the SummerSlam match.
Off the top of the cage,
SummerSlam match, I was out, bro. I started to like look around. I started to explore. That's the worst.
No, no,
please.
Oh,
not nice.
Cody Rhodes.
Okay, this is definitely way better than their SummerSlam match. I can confidently say that right now.
I don't know if that landing could have been any.
Oh, we're being muted because the crowd is chanting. I'm guessing holy shit. Considering that
Rhodes high across his shoulders and
okay,
neck.
we're back.
The base of Cody's skull crashing down. That was almost a brain.
Cody Santelis that's going to the tippy top. Can I be honest with you? I hate when commentators use the word tippy top.
Cover here
I don't know why. It just sounds so silly. Doesn't it sound silly, tippy top? Like, please, let's use a grown-up term.
Doing battle for the WWE.
I don't know. I kind of hate it. Oh, look at this. They're doing graphics to tell you on this, like, which match is coming up
looking on
later on the show.
Open. Solo looking to escape.
We're gonna see Meechin in action, but I forgot. I didn't finish reading who she was facing. It's throwing me off, by the way. Like seeing the new SmackDown logo. I feel like I'm watching a different show. Like I'm not watching SmackDown. I'm watching something else. The S that's white and blue is throwing me off.
Another spinning Solo for Sikoa. Covered out to win the title. And Cody gets the shoulder up.
Is Cody
Rhodes
Alan
says, imagine Cody does the moonsault.
Take a look at this. The first of two spinning solos. This
Laura says, will Michael Cole be on SmackDown every Friday?
Immediately.
I don't know.
Again,
I think they made an announcement as to like what they were doing with that, so I'm guessing he is.
Solo Sikoa
he just knows what he's doing, you know, he's too reliable.
Deliver the Samoan spike here and pin the champion in the ring to win the title. See everybody?
Cody Rhodes did what it took to become undeniable.
Grace Johnson says
to do the same thing.
I'm impressed with Solo Sikoa in this match. He's been doing fine, honestly. He really has.
Cody Rhodes able to block and deliver right hand.
Oh,
and there
Cody.
comes the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes fighting back.
Rhodes with a forearm.
Nice.
Disaster kick.
Finish him off, Cody. Finish him off. Cody Cutter. Is this it? Is this it?
Cody looking
Is
for
this
pain.
it? 1, 2.
Aww.
2.
Another near fall.
We got John Taylor here who says, imagine JR being like, by God, The Undertaker threw mankind off the tippy top of the South. Bro, you see what I'm saying? Tippy top. It would ruin a moment like that. I'd be like, yeah, bro, you kind of killed it. You killed the mood here. Exactly. That's what I mean by I don't like tippy top. And what's worse is that a long time ago, I think I was doing a watch-along on here or something. And I said it. I said tippy top, and I wanted to, like, punch my own self in my own face. I don't like it. It's just like a thing.
Relying on the adrenaline. Here we go.
Oh, wait. Oh, he was going for the crossroads, but Solo
backs it up into Rhodes in the corner.
Got out of it.
Full head of steam.
Now he's
Solo Sikoa.
Wait, what?
And Cody may be down and out.
Brandon Rosen says, does anyone else use the logo? See the logo at red as Smackstone? I can't see it.
Sikoa now climbing to the top rope.
I know what you mean. Because of the colors, it makes it look like Smackstone. Especially when it's vertical, when they're on top of each other. When it's horizontal, you don't see it. But when they're on top of each other, you see it. Smackstone. That's funny. I need to get a better look at that, but I know what you're talking about. I noticed it on the TV, on the Tron.
Luckily
Smackdown.
for Solo and the Bloodline, he got every ounce of it. Full impact down on the
Which is
champion.
interesting because usually like people that come up with like these types of stuff like graphics and things, they're usually really good at like making sure you don't see something else.
Figure out how bad Cody's hurt.
Well, think of the trauma that Cody's body has endured thus far in the matchup. Multiple crash landings high on his neck and shoulders. You can see it seemed like Cody was having trouble walking a few moments ago. It could be a lower back issue. Who knows?
Well,
great job by Charles
remember
Robinson.
a couple of weeks ago, Bash in Berlin, a well-documented knee issue that Kevin Owens took advantage of. Cody less than 100% in this matchup. Solo now backs it up in the corner to Cody Rhodes.
All right, I'm seeing it now. Smackdown. You can see it on the Oh shit, you're so right. On the ring apron. It does look like Smackdown.
That was a
oh no. Like you gotta really, because the D is kind of cut off through the F.
Came to losing.
That's funny.
Cody into the cover.
All right.
Hooks the leg.
Nope, not it.
Down to the crossroads.
Damn.
And at this point,
out of
if you're Cody
everything.
Rhodes, doubt has got to be creeping
Crossroads,
into your
cutters.
mind. Cody hitting Sikoa with his best shot, the crossroads. And the challenger able to survive the steel cage match rolls on.
This is for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes, the champion.
Says it's the first hour commercial free.
Solo
I think it's the
Sikoa,
first half
the
hour.
challenger.
So not the first, not the
Rhodes
full hour,
has
but the
lived up
first
to his
half hour.
promise of being a fighting champion, perhaps even to his own detriment, burning it at both ends. Rhodes has represented WWE tirelessly. Will this be Cody's last stand?
Cody has never backed down from a challenge. Cody Rhodes looking to retain the championship.
Oh, Alan,
tonight.
I wish I could show the stream, but I can't, though, due to copyright purposes. So unfortunately, I can only do the audio. I can't do the actual stream, or else USA Network would probably lock my ass up and put me in jail.
I'm winning the championship here tonight. I'm not even sure Cody knows where he's at.
I don't know if Cody's body and his brain are on the same page right now. Cody's mind knows.
Oh, Cody's at the top. Is he about? Is he gonna try? What is Cody? Oh my God! No, he's not. Throw body off the top of the cage. Oh shit, that was cool. They need to show us a different angle though, because the angle that they showed us was super close. I want to see like the. I want to see the full drop. By the way, Cody just went for it. Like, he did not take no time to think about it. He just freaking went for it. He, like, barely got up there and was like, bam.
Pin Sikoa.
Throw himself
the
off.
match in the ring. Not via escape, but he was so close up there.
Again, Cole, I don't know if Cody's thinking straight. I think Cody is running on pure instinct right now.
Reacting to
The
that.
American Nightmare is in
Oh,
survival
Ellen says
mode.
she means
Period.
USA do picture-in-picture.
Cody
Oh, I see what you
drag
mean.
himself
I don't
toward
like
the corner,
picture-in-picture.
asking the official now
It drives me
to open the door.
nuts, because I always leave during picture-in-picture. I'm like, nah,
official
nah.
outside has opened the door
So
for
I
Rhodes.
like this
The
McMahon
champion
commercial.
Looking to
John
escape
Taylor
and
says
retain
one
the title.
exception, Tiffany
And to your point,
Stratton
Cody
cage
not-
match,
I don't
tippy
believe he
top.
knows where he's at.
You're right. That is the one
It's Sikoa
exception.
now. Oh, using the
One.
door to his advantage.
One exception.
Rhodes is on autopilot right now. And
Yeah, this is
somehow
true though, Alan. I
Sikoa
get what you
still
mean now.
keeps summoning the will.
Instead of always having to have commercials, get a little bit picture there. All right, Crossroads again. This has got to be it.
Cover.
Finally, yes! Great stuff, man. This match was so much better than their SummerSlam match. Yes. All right, Cody Rhodes retained. All right, I gotta tweet that.
The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
What a gutsy performance by the champion.
And Rhodes reminding Sikoa, we're done. That's it. The American Nightmare.
All right, I'm asking
can
Twitter,
move
guys.
on.
What an incredible match. The
All right.
champion putting it
Tweet
all
has
on the
been
line.
put out. Let's see what the people
Rhodes
thought here.
throwing
Let's get
caution
some
into
comments
the
and see
wind.
what people are saying.
Showing the WWE
Um,
Universe.
Cody
He will
Santella says
fight
he got
till
him,
the very
still our
end, no matter
champion.
how
Valerie
high the
Johnson
risk.
says
The
5-star match.
American Nightmare takes down
Definitely
Sikoa.
not a 5-star
Solo
match,
is
but a
about-
good match though,
no.
nonetheless.
Well,
But not 5
guys,
stars
wait a minute,
though.
We got company.
Um,
Almost won, but But in dire
John Taylor says
situation
that was a
now,
great way to kick
out
off
here,
the USA
out here
era
at
of
ringside as
SmackDown.
well, picking up the
If
win there in
Alan
the
says
replay.
Cody Rhodes
The
proving why he's
Bloodline
the
has now
guy.
surrounded the ring.
Oh, we
Fatu
got
and
the
Tonga Loa.
we got
And you
Tonga
said that
Loa out
Cody
there.
may be done with Solo
Oh God,
Sikoa.
please do
I don't
not
believe he's done with the
botch
Bloodline,
climbing up
though.
the cage.
Look at Jacob Fatu scaling the cage with ease.
So all of
Oh,
the bloodline is out there.
And the champion's been wiped out. And now Cody Rhodes right for the picket.
Where's Fatu? Oh, there he is. Okay.
Okay.
They really left the
Champion
camera on
locked in the
Tama Tonga and
cage
Tonga Loa.
with four
I was like, get the camera away from them while they're coming down the
And the
freaking stage,
Bloodline
especially
is
the
not
Tonga
through.
Loa.
3 jackals and a Samoan werewolf.
All right, he's getting beat up. Right, he's 3-on-1. This could be an opportunity for Roman Reigns to come out. Beautiful moonsault by Jacob Fatu. Beautiful. Beautiful and terrifying. All right. Are we getting Roman?
Solo just ordered
Because this could be
Jacob
the
to go
time.
up top.
The time is now.
Raise the damn cage. Get Fatu
Oh my
up
God,
there.
Fatu's going
You're
to
gonna
the
set
top of
these
the
animals
cage.
loose on Seattle?
Fatu's going to the top
Somebody
of the
get down.
cage. Oh shit,
Say
Fatu's
your prayers,
Two
Cody.
Fatu's at the top of the cage. Oh, okay, Roman's out there.
Corey,
Roman just came out, but I wanted to see what crazy ass shit Jacob Fatu was about to do off the cage. But here we go, Roman. Music is hit, but they haven't shown him yet, though. This is music. Oh, there he is. Roman is there.
the original tribal chief.
Fatu's getting down from the
Whose
cage.
demise has apparently been greatly exaggerated. The OTC is here.
He's about to clean house here, take out the full bloodline. Where's Fatu? That's the confrontation I want to see.
And now it's the
Oh, he
Bloodline
closed the cage door.
inside the cage.
Wait, oh,
And the Bloodline now going after
all right.
Reigns and
He's about to wipe them all out.
Roman unloading. Roman is
It would be,
gonna hell
you
the
know what would be
tonight.
funny as hell? If Roman was taking out Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, and then he started celebrating, but then fucking Jacob Fatu comes out of nowhere from the top of the cage. That would have been really funny.
And now the new tribal chief.
No, Fatu's somewhere on the outside, I think, at this
Unfamiliar
point.
scene of Roman Reigns
Now
being
Solo-
victimized by the numbers
Solo's
game.
getting in
Is he
his shots
practically
on Roman.
That Solo Sikoa has now.
This could be a dark day on SmackDown. Reigns helpless in the corner. Oh,
Superman punch. And Solo. Where is Fatu?
this building is
He
rocking
just
right
like
now.
disappeared. Oh, there he is. Okay. He opened the cage door and yanked out Solo Sikoa.
Dragging him out of the steel cage.
Fatu, Solo's personal enforcer, paying dividends. And
Jacob,
Reigns
get in
wants
there.
some of the
Put your ass in
werewolf.
there. Oh, he's doing it. He's getting in there. Yeah, he ain't afraid. Come on, he's a Samoan werewolf. He's not going to be afraid. Oh, the crowd is chanting holy shit because of Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns. We're about to get a stare
Fatu
down.
in the cage with Reigns.
Oh, man, we're getting so many mutes today, guys. Wait, what?
And Solo Sikoa
Solo?
dragging the Samoan werewolf out
Solo
of the,
dragged
out
out
of the cage.
Jacob Fatu. That's effing lame. Why would you do that, Solo?
Tonga Loa picking the bones.
Oh, great. Now Tama Tonga and Tangaloa beating up on Roman.
Beating the hell out of Roman Reigns.
Cody, get up already. You've had enough time on the ground. Get up and help Roman. All right, there you go. She's helping Roman now. It was about time, Cody. You were down for a little too long.
Talk about unlikely allies.
Tonga off the crossroads. Spear!
So are they friends now? Are Roman and Cody friends? They look like friends, at least for right now. Oh, Jacob Fatu put the Ula Fala on Solo and pissed off Roman.
You want to cheat? Who would have thought 5 months ago this would be reality? Cody and Roman Reigns, allies against a common enemy. Tonight, on the season premiere of SmackDown, the Roman Empire has been resurrected.
All right. Okay, we are now in commercial breaks. Let me mute this really quickly. All right, so what a start to SmackDown. The first segment on SmackDown went a whole 38 minutes. So yeah, the first half hour of SmackDown was commercial free. So now we are going into commercials. But let's see what people are saying. This is a good one. This is from It's Alan, who says they just respect each other, I think. Yeah, from Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. It's one of those things where, like, Cody Rhodes, like, yeah, he beat him. There is going to be respect usually when someone beats you. But then on top of that, it's like, well, now I got other problems. And right now my bigger problem is Solo Sikoa. So yeah, I can definitely see that. I agree with Tiger Claw Gaming, who says, not friends, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Exactly. Exactly. Cody says, damn, Roman getting gray. But look, for guys, sometimes the gray look, it looks really good. Like, as long as it's not aging him, like, he looks good. He does. Like, he doesn't look bad. He looks I don't know, just wise. He looks wise. Cody says future tag champs. Nah, I wouldn't want to see Cody and Roman as tag champions. It would feel weird. It would feel really, really weird, honestly. Let's see what else we got here. We got Brandon Rosen, who says, well, that's it. The show is downhill from here. Nothing is gonna top that. I mean, they really, really gave us the very best here at the top of the show. I don't know if like how the show's gonna close out. I would hope that they would end with like end on a really high note, because SmackDown usually does end on a really high note. I feel like Raw usually has the better start, but SmackDown always has the better ending. At least that's what it's been feeling like the last couple of, for a while now. I've always liked the starts of Raw and the ending to SmackDown. So, I don't know. We'll see what else we get from here, but that was really the biggest thing. The steel cage match, he retained, and we got Roman Reigns. That was really everything that we were asking for. We weren't really asking for anything more than that. So there you go. But thank you so much to Brandon for sending that in, by the way. Let's see what else we got here, what people are saying. Wait, Ebony would also want to see them as tag team champs. What? Adam Price says, who is your all-time favorite wrestler? All-time favorite wrestler. God, you know, my answer used to be Chris Jericho, but I've been finding it a lot harder to give that answer lately. But I feel like right now, I haven't decided who's replacing him in terms of my answer. Because all time, it's like you got to encompass like the entire career. And so until I think of somebody, so sometimes I want to say Kurt Angle. Sometimes I want to put Kurt Angle in there as my all-time favorite because I just really loved all his matches. I really, really have. But I haven't decided yet completely. So I kind of go back and forth. My old answer used to be Chris Jericho, but I just haven't been liking what he's been doing on AEW. So for that reason, it's kind of hard right now for me to say that he's my all-time favorite wrestler, you know? And Ellen has the right word. Yes, Roman Reigns looks distinguished. Exactly. Distinguished. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dominic Carranza says Solo looked as exhausted as Unk was. Dude, by the way, did you see the video? Shannon Sharp had to come out and say, like, you know, that was me. I didn't get hacked. He had to come out and like literally say, like, it was me. I was doing something that a lot of healthy people do. Bless it. Like, again, I don't know how that was accidental. I don't know how you accidentally go live as a person who goes live very often. You got to do a whole lot to go live. So it is still surprising to me that he did go live. But anyways, here we go. SmackDown is back on. That was a very quick commercial. And they are showing us a replay right now of what went down here at the start of the show. Alyssa Cabello says she's double streaming TNA and SmackDown. Yes, Victory Road is on right now. I wonder if there's going to be any NXT talents. So let me know if any NXT talents come out. Wow, I struggled to get that out. We got John Taylor here who says it's okay to admit your favorite wrestler is Great Khali. Dude, what the hell? I was thinking of the Great Khali today. Literally, I was thinking about him today because I saw that he's going to be at WrestleCade, and I thought to myself, damn, I would really like an interview with the Great Khali. I would love to interview the Great Khali. It's up there. It's an interview I want.
With SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. Chaotic start to this evening, to say the least.
Really
How do you
good
plan on
outfit he's
handling
got on,
everything that we just saw transpire?
Chaotic start, to say the least, Kathy. A lot of moving parts. Here's what I can tell you. All the major parties involved, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, the Bloodline, they've been sequestered in their private dressing room areas because this is my show and we will have law and order. Now, Solo Sikoa has reached out. He says he has a challenge along with Jacob Fatu for a match. And he says it's an offer that no one can refuse. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to find out. One thing I can tell you, this night, it's a long way from being over.
Oh, there you go. There's your answer.
As well. In the meantime,
there's your answer, Brandon. Your answer, Brandon. You were saying like it's all downhill from here. Well, apparently not over yet, according to Nick Aldis. So we'll see what happens. Welcome to K-Lown 3420 here. Let's hear. I think you want to be like it's clown, right? It's not K-Lown.
I'm going to call you Mr. K-pop these days.
Sorry. Oh man. All right, here we go. We got Meechin versus Chelsea Green.
California.
Let me see. Or is it against Piper? Oh, I think it's against Piper. Yeah, it's against Piper.
So it's Piper Niven.
Yes, it's against Piper. Okay, this should be fun. Meechin versus Piper Niven. Two very hard-hitting gals here. Okay, I'm here for this.
Making fun of Meechin because of the way that she lost the street fight to Nia Jax for the women's championship a couple of weeks ago.
I really like both Meechin and Piper. I think people are really rooting for Meechin. After what people saw of her street fight on NXT with Jada Parker, I think a lot of people were suddenly like, wow, Meechin had all that in her? Oh my God. She just like kicked Chelsea Green's lights out. Also, I love how everybody in this match is wearing blue. They're all wearing like different shades of blue. What is she looking for?
I'm not quite sure what she was looking for. She gets back into the ring to break the count.
Oh no, this is a little awkward. What's she looking for? Oh, there it is. Oh, she probably didn't see it the first time. The kendo sticks were probably not where they told her they were going to be. That happens sometimes. You know, not to be out here telling how the sausage is made, but legit. You know, sometimes you get told the wrong spot. Alan says Meechin just used the Prime bottle. I know. I think there's only been like one person that used the Prime bottle. I think it was Kevin Owens or Randy, or maybe both. One of them used it for sure. We got Brandon Rosen who says, "What's with the Wyatt 6 logo written behind Nick Aldis? Anyone else see that?" I didn't see that. What? I did not see that. I was blinded by Nick Aldis's really great outfit. Like really great. And I wasn't paying attention to what was behind them. Damn, I missed it. Let's see if anybody else noticed that.
A suplex to Piper.
Massive belly-to-back suplex from the ropes.
Dominic Carranza says Chelsea got knocked the fuck out. John Taylor says getting ready for those Team Smackdown blue shirts for Survivor Series. Aw.
Cover by
That was
Meechin
always a pain.
on Piper. Hook of the leg.
Oh,
Meechin
indeed.
with
That's
the win.
it. He got her with a kick and won this
Now
match.
Chelsea Green
That's a really
attacking
good victory there for Meechin, by the way. A really good victory for her.
Meechin picked up the victory, but I believe
I would have liked to see this match go a little longer, though.
Because
I didn't really even get a chance to, like, get fully invested.
Yeah, we mentioned the use of the trash can by Nia Jax a few weeks ago in Berlin. Crushing Meechin inside by the Annihilator. And now a double team by the former tag team champions and an
Oh, no! Right on the trash bin.
Green.
We got Sheldon Jackson who says, Victory Road update and new TNA X Division champion Speedball Mike Bailey for the third time. Next, Rhino and PCO versus Matt Cardona and FDL. Oh, shit. Okay, Speedball Mike Bailey is always a really great person to put championship gold on, that's for sure. So happy to hear that. We got TNA new X Division champion Speedball Mike Bailey.
Do you know who it is yet?
Thank you, Sheldon.
The first time you tried.
All right, we're on a commercial break now, so I'll go ahead and read some of these comments, see what everybody else is saying. Let's see. Joseph Bosa says this was a random women's match they had to use to calm us down. Don't be too excited about Roman Reigns. Here's this match. No, I like that they did that match, and I thought that was a really nice win for Meechin. We got Brandon here who says, I also like picture-in-picture in wrestling when I am watching it live, but not when I watch it after I DVR it, because you fast-forward the ads, you miss some of the match. Yeah, that's true. I can imagine that. I always watch wrestling live, so I don't really have that problem, but yeah, I get it. Brendan Hawkins says, what did you think of Julia's debut on Tuesday? I thought Chelsea Green put up a fight. But Julia, of course, Julia was going to come out on top. I thought she looked good, and I can't wait to see what else she continues to do. Yeah, she looked good, though. She did. I liked how she looked on Tuesday. We got Zeladon here who says, TNA looking pretty good. He's watching the show. Nice. They usually do really good on pay-per-views. Like, their pay-per-views are always really fun because they do a really good job of diversity. Like, their matches are very diverse. Like, no matter what kind of wrestling fan you are, like what type of style you tend to gravitate towards, I always feel that TNA does a really good job of like mixing it up. So there's a little bit for everybody. If you're a technical fan, if you're a spot foo fan, if you are a hardcore fan, you get a little bit of everything in TNA. So I think they do a really good job of that. Hello to Casey Clark, who is here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see. Yes Boy says, Denise, do you ever think, by the way, Yes Boy, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Says, do you ever think Wade Barrett will ever put on the boots again? I don't know. I mean, he looks like he's still in good shape, but as we know, there's a difference between being in shape and being in-ring shape. So I don't know. John Taylor sends in a super chat saying, did you feel that earthquake the other day? Yeah, I did actually. I woke up. I was asleep still. And I was dreaming. I was literally in the middle of a dream, and I woke up and I felt the earthquake, and then I got up and like I got up and I just sat up. Like I didn't get out of bed, and I sat up. And usually like what I always do whenever there's an earthquake is I always wait to see how hard it is. Like if it's really hard, then I got to get up and run, right? I got to do something. If it's not that hard, I can just kind of like wait it out and sit there. And so that's what I did. But this earthquake was interesting because it started and then it gave you that little extra jolt and then it went away. So yeah, but you know how it is with earthquakes. You just never know what you're going to get. You never know if it's going to be like, and then also, of course, it depends on where you're at, how close you are to the epicenter. If you're close to the epicenter, of course, it's going to feel way worse. For me, it didn't feel as badly as I'm sure it did for the people closer to Malibu because that's where the epicenter was at. And it was a pretty big one too. I think they said it was like 5.1. So that's pretty huge. Please help me welcome Gaze here, who just became a brand new DWO member. So welcome Gaze here for coming on. I appreciate you, man. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, Bryn Hockey said that Xia Li tweeted that she's coming to TNA. What? I didn't see that. That's fun. Good for her. Let's see what else we got. Oh, SmackDown's back. Hold on, let me put the volume on.
Here's your chance at exclusive experiences, including premium seating, all-inclusive pre-show hospitality.
I haven't decided if I'm going to Survivor Series War Games. I don't think I am, but then I think I want to go. Part of me wants to go because Vancouver is a really short flight from LA. It's about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. So it's really close to LA. Like, it's not that far of a flight. But it's Thanksgiving weekend, and I feel like I'm going to get a little lazy.
25 years of SmackDown.
Oh my God, I still remember when Brock and Big Show broke the ring. Oh my God, everybody at school was talking about it the next day. I will never forget that. One of the craziest things I had ever seen. John Cena and Kurt, always loved them.
And many of those who have been a part of Friday Night SmackDown
Ray and
over the years
Eddie
are here with us tonight, including the Hall of Famer.
Oh, he's in the house. Rob Van Dam.
WWE champion, ECW original.
The whole effing show. Oh, they have Vicky Guerrero there.
Vicky Guerrero, SmackDown general manager.
He kind of
and also here
the last time I heard of her was not really good publicity. You know, if you saw the scandal that ensued with Vicky, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm surprised she's there, honestly. Really surprised she's there. I haven't seen or heard anything of her since, again, that scandal went down. But RVD was in the house. All right, so it is tag team match time. So we're about to find out who Kevin Owens' mystery partner will be. You guys got any prediction? Watch it be RVD. All of a sudden, he just like comes out from the barricade, joins Kevin Owens. Bro, I would mark so hard if we saw fucking RVD teaming up with Kevin Owens. Mark so hard for that. Everyone's saying Randy, Sami Zayn. Daniel asked if I get to watch much of the UK scene. I don't, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I don't often get to watch too much of what's going on, but I did get to go to a Progress Wrestling show the last time I was in London, and it was very, very fun. And I went with the Wrestle Talk guys, so they kind of made it even funner. Yeah, everybody's saying Randy. Someone says Joe Hendry. Ooh, that would be fucking awesome. Great, now you guys are getting me excited if it was Joe Hendry. But I think everyone's expecting Randy. I was about to say it's Kevin Owens. Duh. We already knew that part. I was just so excited I forgot Kevin Owens wasn't even out there yet.
And their opponents, first from America, Quebec, Canada.
It'd be cool if there was someone from NXT. A nice, fun way to promote NXT going to the C-Dub. We got Ash Nicole who says, I think it's going to be Randy. Oh, yeah. Joe Hendry's over at Victory Road. Duh. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that, too. We were just talking about it. Duh. Well, it could be anybody else from NXT, but it's probably going to be Randy. We got John Taylor here who says Teddy Long shuffles out. We're going to have a tag team match player, and KO's partner is going to be RVD. I would pop hard. It's going to be Randy. Yeah. Well, if it was Teddy Long, he would come out and be like, it's the Undertaker. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get the Undertaker here tonight. I still can't even believe we got the Undertaker at WrestleMania. Still can't even believe that happened.
What the hell is this? You mean, who the hell is this?
Wait, I'm confused.
I was right the first time.
Wait, I'm confused.
Wrestlers used to shave their chest. How about to shave your back? You're going to be on television. Guys out here dressed like a Miami subs shop. He's got a thick layer of fur on his back. Maybe this guy's some sort of.
I'm confused, guys.
Maybe KO has found
Let's see what KO says.
You idiots. Look, okay. Okay, I'll admit he wasn't my first choice, but my actual partner couldn't make it. He had some travel
Something's
issues.
gotta
so you know
happen
what?
here. Something's gotta
That's
happen.
my partner. He's my partner. That's what's your name? That's Ricky, and he's my partner. Okay? Hell yeah, we're gonna do it. All right, Ricky, let's give him hell. Let's get this started.
George Animal Steel's son.
He said it was George Animal Steel's
Ricky
son.
Jansa
He made that
filling the
joke
arena
because the
here in
guy's
Seattle.
really hairy. Wait, nope, something's gonna happen, but what is the thing that's gonna poor Ricky's not gonna get his opportunity?
Wait, he made it. He's here. Oh,
Good job,
hey,
Bianca.
Reggie, no offense, but
How sad!
poor
Bye-bye, Ricky. Dang, Ricky was just being a friend. All right, there we go, guys. It's Randy. I was like, what is happening? Something's got to happen here. Like, what are they doing? I don't know who this person is. What's happening? All right. Let's see. We got John Taylor here who says that's the Ricky Gibson of PNW Tag Team Midnight Heat, a friend of mine, actually. Oh, man. Good to know. Thank you so much for sharing that. There you guys go. Ricky Gibson, a friend of John Taylor here. Thank you so much for sharing that information because I was not aware. We got another Victory Road update from Sheldon Jackson who says, Victory Road update. SCL just announced that she needs neck surgery and will be out of action. Then Matt Cardona laid out Rhino. Next up, Masha and Tasha Steele. Alicia is injured versus Spitfire for KO tag title. Oh, man. All right. Thank you so much for sending this in, guys. We got another Victory Road update from Sheldon Jackson. Appreciate you sending that in, man. John Taylor says that Midnight Heat are legends in PNW Wrestling.
Roller actually is out here requesting Ricky to get back in the ring.
Everyone's laughing.
I can't really blame him.
Ricky should have lost that number.
Man, poor Ricky. By the way, we're still waiting for Randy's entrance here.
Someone will get it.
I got it. I just didn't want to justify it.
Wait, did he make a joke that I didn't hear? I didn't hear his joke.
Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. The season premiere of Smackdown.
For those of you guys asking about SD out, Sheldon shortened it for Steph DeLander.
That makes two of us. Well, the only people laughing right now are the Viper and the prize.
John Taylor says, I'm sure his bank account isn't sorry. Yeah, I was going to say. Talk about a really awesome opportunity for Ricky. Like, dude, you go out there on the SmackDown premiere on USA and you take a stunner from Kevin Owens. Talk about a nice payday for him.
Waller, in theory.
If you ask me, Ricky is a winner.
What do you do to try to knock out Orton?
He got a W today without actually being in the match. Still a W.
Stay away from the Viper and inflict a 2-on-1 beatdown at any given opportunity.
Man, this entrance is taking like extra long.
Randy Orton, who took the world
like really extra long.
Had a great sit-down interview with Randy.
Tiger Claw Gaming says probably like $5,000 for 2 minutes and one bump. Bro, for $5,000, I'd do a lot more. All right, yes, boys. Denise, what were some of your favorite wrestling crowd signs that you brought as a fan? Any crazy close interactions with a wrestler during the show? So when I was a kid and I used to take signs, I used to not write anything on my signs. I actually used to do photo collages. So I used to get a sign and cut out pictures of my favorite wrestlers from magazines, and then I would just paste them all over the whiteboard, and that would be my sign. So my sign was never actually a sign; it was more so a collage. That's what I used to take to wrestling shows back in the day. But I always had the absolute best time making my little collages. This match finally started, by the way. Any crazy interactions that I had with wrestlers at show? The best one was when I was at PWG and wrestler Ronan fell on me. That was kind of funny because I didn't think he would actually get to the third row. He got to the third row and fell on me. Then there was one time during like a hardcore match or something, everybody like got up at PWG too, and Austin Aries, I don't know how many of you guys remember Austin Aries, but he like threw a chair, right? He like threw a chair. That chair went flying and it went straight into my shin. I got hit with a chair on my shin when I was at PWG a very, very, very long time ago. So those are probably like the two craziest moments that I've ever had at a wrestling show as a fan. It's getting hit by a chair and then having a wrestler fall on me. And I'm pretty sure that was it. But we are back. Bro, that whole segment was Ricky and Randy Orton's long entrance. And now we are getting a picture-in-picture here of this. But I feel like this match could honestly be shortened. I don't know how much interest I have in this tag team match. But it's fine. It's okay. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. And yeah, I agree with Tiger Claw Gaming. Says signs could be wild back in the day. They were wild back in the day. Are you kidding me? There were some awful ones. Some really, really awful ones that people would say like the craziest things on those freaking signs. Like really. Let's see. We got Tiger Claw Gaming who shares a crazy moment saying his crazy wrestling moment is Cody being thrown into the crowd right next to him at a Northeast wrestling show. Hey guys, send in if you guys have any crazy moments. Be kind of fun to see what you guys went through. Oh no! Zeno Hour says Ricky finally debuted in WWE. Psh. Stop it. For those of you who don't get the joke, he is alluding to Ricky Starks, who everybody's been wondering if he is going to go to WWE. We got a Ricky, just not that Ricky. We got a different Ricky. Oh man, I almost feel like making a joke, but I'm not gonna. I have the perfect meme on Twitter, but I'm not gonna do it because it's kind of inappropriate. Oh man, I'm sure somebody else will do it, especially since you thought of the joke, Zeno Hour. I'm pretty sure somebody else will think of it. Whatever. Let's see what else we got here. Yes, boy says Denise is basically a part of ECW. For reals. Oh, there was also that one time at GCW where I stepped on a thumbtack. That was really great. Actually, I didn't mind it. Like, I stepped on it by accident, and it wasn't bad. It didn't hurt, but then again, I had shoes on, so, you know, I wasn't running around barefoot at GCW. Oh, man. Tiger Claw Gaming says, oh, man, you'd be shredded for that meme. Yeah, I know. That's why I decided not to make it. I was going to make a meme about that, but nah, it's probably best to move ahead. Move ahead. Move along. All right, let's see what else we got here. Someone said, Nick Blue says maybe it was a tease. No, I don't think so. I know a lot of people want to see Ricky there in WWE, but I think he's still going to be with AEW for a while. Pretty sure. All right, let's see what else we got going on. If you're new here, do we got any new people here? I'm curious. I know we got a lot of regulars, but any new people, don't be shy. Hang out in the chat. But in the meantime, I'm going to put the volume back on because SmackDown is back.
The early storm, but here
Dominic Ron says, oh, I heard the domain wiki pits is still available. All I say is don't ask. I am not about to be owner of wikipits.com.
The Aussie icon.
Oh, man. If someone else becomes a millionaire off of that, I would be so pissed. John Taylor with a generous super chat here. It's saying Midnight Heat on SmackDown deserves a super chat story. I got to work with Ricky and his tag partner Eddie Pearl on an angle with Prestige Wrestling where Eddie was pretending to be a luchador on Twitter. The pandemic ended the angle. Oh man, I love this. We went from not knowing Ricky at all to now learning a little bit more about Ricky here. In Prestige Wrestling, doing an angle here. And John Taylor being part of that. Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much for sharing the story and for giving us the background here on Ricky.
Big heavy body shots from the prize fighter, and Theory now teetering.
Misfit Wrestling Podcast has officially a Ricky stand. Danny McDermott says new here, but followed on Twitter a while ago. Yeah, thank you so much, man. Always nice to get new people on here. We got Dion Wicker here, or Dion. I think it's going to say Dion, right? It's Dion. Dion Wicker. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out.
Orton more than ready to deliver.
It's awesome. Sick Boy says I'm a semi-regular, which is good at my age.
On the outside. Smart move by Grayson Waller.
Stop it. All right, I appreciate that joke. That was a good one. That's so fun. Me too, and Patel says I'm new to this channel, but do you think we get Hikuleo debut tonight? I think so. I think we're kind of, it feels like we might be done with the bloodline for right now. I think, but I could be wrong, so please do not take my word for it. I'm always wrong at absolutely everything. We got TZ Woa says I'm new. I subscribed a few weeks back the night Bronson Reed smashed Braun on the hood of a car. Nice. We were here hanging out for that. So thank you so much, TZ Woa, for coming in and hanging out with us. Love it. Love it.
Just keep fighting.
We got Dustin here who says, Denise, I'm new. I always watch your interviews on YouTube, usually before the PLE event. Yes. Love it. I've been seeing a lot more of my interviews go viral, which has been very, very cool. That's been really nice. I've been seeing them everywhere, actually. There's times where I'm scrolling on Twitter, and I'm like, hey, that looks like me. Oh, shit, that's my video.
There goes Theory.
It happened to me 3 times today. So funny. We also got King Life. Jade says, hey, Denise, how are you? My first time here. I'm good. Watching Randy and KO versus Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. It's been okay. I'm kind of just waiting for it to, like, kick in to another gear, which is about to happen once Randy gets the hot tag. So thank you, Sick Boy, who says your interviews are getting better and better. Thank you so freaking much for that. Yeah, I've been having some I've been trying new things with my interviews. Based on what I've seen, what goes viral, it's so wild. You never know what's going to go viral. It's freaking weird. All right, hot tag from Randy. Here we go. Randy's in. Clotheslining Grayson Waller.
Power slam by Orton.
He's hyped. Just took out Austin Theory. I just feel bad because I don't know how many people are like big fans of A-Town Down Under.
Randy Orton now.
I think that's the only reason why I didn't have that much interest in this match.
Big uppercut by Randy. I don't think Theory wants to be there.
I almost feel like they should break up A-Town Down Under. I thought they were going to do that for a while. It felt like that was teased for a bit. But it kind of feels like they haven't really circled back on that. But it felt like for a while that they were going to pull the plug on Grayson and Theory, but it doesn't seem like it now.
Corey, you okay? I'm good. Got sweat on by an Aussie. Uh-oh. There you go, Cole.
And now Theory, Kevin Owens intercepts. Kevin Owens and Randy.
All right, this should probably be the end here.
Double vintage Orton.
Yeah, I don't know what they need to do with A-Town Down Under. I do think both guys have so much potential. I really, really do think so. And it will happen for them eventually. They just need to find that thing that clicks. What that thing is yet, I don't know. Oh my God, Theory. Theory sold that stunner from KO like there's no tomorrow. Dude bounced all the way to the sky. All right, 2 stunners, and that was a wrap. KO and Randy get a win. To nobody's surprise whatsoever. I like how they tried to spice this up by throwing in Ricky, but for the most part, like this was all pretty predictable though. Tiger Claw Gaming says Ula Fala on a pole, bro. Oh man. Johnny says, who's been your favorite wrestler of the year? Oh, that's a great question. On the WWE side of things, Gunther. On the AEW side of things, Will Ospreay. Those would probably be my favorites for this year so far. Thank you so much for asking. We got Joker J321. Thank you so much for hopping onto the stream. I appreciate you, man. We got Christopher Clark as well. Shout out to Christopher. All right, let's see what Nick Aldis is saying.
This story is developing at a rapid rate, and I'm standing by again with the general manager, Nick Aldis. Now, Nick, I saw that you spoke to the Bloodline and Solo Sikoa, so can you give us an update on that challenge?
Yes, I can. Solo Sikoa has made the challenge for a tag team match at Bad Blood.
Okay.
Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns.
What?
I've managed to get legal to draw up a contract very, very quickly and remarkably.
Oh,
Solo and
shit.
Jacob,
That should be
signed
good.
it. I didn't even read it. Now I just have to talk to Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and get them.
Nice. All right. So it looks like we're going to get Solo and Jacob Fatu versus
Nick.
Cody and Roman. Still not official,
you
but
heard what I
they're
said
probably
about
going to make it official.
I'm done. I'm done with the bloodline. As far as I'm concerned, the bloodline, it's Roman Reigns' problem. I'm sorry.
Maybe not.
I have no intention of signing that.
Oh, Cody does not want to do it. He's done with the bloodline. And I don't blame him. Although he should want
Thank
some
you so much for
revenge,
your
though,
time.
considering that
I
they
will
were
update you
all
guys as
attacking
this story
Cody Rhodes.
continues to develop, but in the meantime,
So if
send it
I'm
back out to
Cody,
the
I
ring.
would want to get some revenge there for the attack that they did on him today on the steel cage.
Even Nick Aldis predicted that answer for the American Nightmare.
All right, but anyways, we got some women's action coming up. We got Nia Jax, the women's champ, coming out.
Gentlemen, please welcome.
I don't know what we have planned today for Nia Jax, so I guess we'll are about to find out what we have planned for her. Jay says Theory always sounds good at Thunders. Yeah, you're right. He does. He definitely does.
Is on a mission to dominate with an 86.
Oh, we got Luis Arturo Mendes who says, have you interviewed AJ Lee before? If not, would you want to? I have not, and I would definitely want to. Yeah, I would love to chat with her. She seems like, I don't know. I don't know what she seems like in terms of like in real life because I've never talked to her, but I would love to talk to her. And hopefully it happens at some point.
Most fun we've had in years. Love the 2K.
No, but always says, hey, Denise, since you don't have a favorite male wrestler at this time, do you have a favorite female wrestler? My favorite all-time women's wrestler.
Bad Blood Premium Live Event live next.
I really, it was Charlotte Flair, but now I think it's Bianca Belair because I really like Bianca Belair. So in terms of in-ring, I'm going to have to go with Bianca Belair. I think she's probably my favorite. I just think she's so good. She's so good and just so fun to watch. But anyways, we are on a commercial break now. Jordy Griffin says, does anyone watch TNA Victory Road? So Sheldon Jackson has been giving us updates throughout the stream because he's watching the show. I have a code for it, so I could watch the show. But if anything crazy happens, then I'll go ahead and go watch it or something. But yeah, Sheldon Jackson's been giving us some updates on what's been going on with all of that. Thank you so much, Jordy. And we got Yes Boy here who says, which wrestlers would you casual wear their outfits? Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan all the way. I think Liv Morgan is her style probably connects with me the most. Liv Morgan, Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton have the best fashion in WWE. And then Rhea Ripley, of course, because I love all black. I love all black. All black, love it. So Rhea Ripley, Chelsea Green, Liv Morgan, and Tiffany Stratton, to me, are the best dressed women in WWE, outside of the ring and in the ring as well. I love the way that they dress. I think they dress so nice. Who else? No, I think those are it. Those are probably the ones that I can think of where I've always thought like, damn, I really like the way that they dress. But yeah, I like to keep an eye out on all that stuff too, because I'm really into fashion. So I like to see what everybody wears. I really do. It's so fun for me. No games today, guys. I wasn't planning on doing a stream today, so I didn't plan anything today. But so don't hate me. I will be back on Monday, and Monday I'll have games because SmackDown's also shorter, and they also had no what do you call it? They had no commercials for the first half hour. So I was like, I can wait till Monday. So Monday it'll have to be. Christopher Clark says, what about Zelina Vega? I like her style too, but it's not really me because she does more like anime type of styles and cosplays and things like that. I'm not really too much into that, but I do like the way that she dresses. It's just not really my style. Let's see what else we got. We got Ash Nicole who says for her it's Bianca, Liv, and Zelina. Bianca also dresses really nicely too. I really like her fashion too, and especially her gear. Her gear is tremendous because she makes it all herself. On top of that, she's got great gear. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, I think those are probably the ones that I love the most in terms of fashion. Really good stuff. I love how we got everybody sharing this. We got a lot of Zelina's, a lot of Jade Cargill's. I could never wear what Jade Cargill wears. Never. I don't got that physique. I would not be able to pull that off. None whatsoever. I'm gonna let Jade Cargill do her thing. I could not, for the life of me, pull that off ever. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Alrighty. Let's see. We are waiting for we're still in a commercial in the meantime. But if you are, oh yeah, so Mercedes Moné has really great fashion too, by the way. Mercedes, I love the way she dresses. And I always feel like she does, I mean, because she's, how do I explain it? She has a really great look and a really great sense of style. So it's really easy for her to just like rock anything. Like she can literally wear anything, and she always makes things look more expensive than what they are. And I feel like that is something that I really, oh, look at this. We're back on SmackDown. They were showing the photo of when Booker T and Stone Cold Steve Austin fought at the supermarket. Man, that was peak right there, guys. That was peak shit right there. Like, God, I would love it if they try to redo something like that. We got Booker T and Charmel. There's a demure sign. Somebody brought a demure and mindful sign. We have Sheamus. Earlier we had Gunther, by the way. I forgot to mention that because I was so caught up on everything else I was talking about. Michael P.S. Hayes.
Bad Street, Atlanta, GA.
Well, we're in Seattle, but the Hall of Famer Michael P.S. Hayes is in the
And that's
house.
about it for right now. All right, we got another Victory Road update from Sheldon Jackson, who says Spitfire regains the TNA Knockouts tag titles, and then Tasha and Alicia turned on Masha. Oh, no. In a way, I'm kind of glad, though, because I do like Masha on her own. And he says, next up, Josh Alexander versus Joe Hendry. Oh, that should be good, bro. That should be good. That should be very enjoyable.
With their day earlier today.
What the hell is Nia Jax doing with a fish? That's funny. Sheldon, thank you so much as always, man. Leo Poroy says, I'll take Kevin Owens' gear mostly because it's really easy to wear and looks comfortable.
You know, I was just
like I said, Kevin Owens, one of the most relatable people in WWE.
And ever since,
yes, Smile Mark says Taya Valkyrie, also a fashion icon. She's really great at her style. I really like the way she dresses too.
I am unstoppable. I won the Queen of the Ring tournament, and that was easy.
All right, let's see what Nia Jax
is saying. You know what? I became your WWE Women's Champion. And that was even easier. Every woman in that locker room fears me. And every woman in that locker room has a good reason to fear me. Well, today, Nick Aldis informed me that I will be defending my title at Bad Blood.
Oh, okay. Who's she defending her title again?
I don't know who my opponent is. And I don't care who my opponent is.
What if it's Tiffy?
They will see
Tiffany
the same
Stratton
fate that Michin, Naomi, and Bailey have seen. I'm going to annihilate them.
Hang on just a second.
All right, we got Bailey out here. Let's see what Bailey's got to say. Oh, I love her jacket. Bailey's jacket.
Ding dong, you idiot. Thank you. Thank you. You know, Nia, I'll give you credit where credit is due. You've had the greatest year of your career. I'll give you that. But it's not like you set the bar really high for yourself in that first round.
How sad.
But I am happy that you're feeling confident. Because I want my rematch.
Oh, she wants her rematch.
Bailey, you're in no position to demand anything from me. This isn't like last year when you were running around SmackDown behind damage control.
Bailey's hair looks really cool, by the way.
The
With
women's
the purple
division.
and the little like lightning bolts.
And I don't need a posse to do it.
You don't? Well, what are you using Tiffy for then, huh? What's she all about? Because if I remember correctly, I didn't need Damage Control to win my title at WrestleMania, but you somehow needed Tiffany to win your title.
Jose Alvarado says the segment screams Charlotte coming out. I know we got a lot of people in here expecting Charlotte. Oh, there's Tiffany Stratton.
Do not adjust your watches, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't wait till we get Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Are you kidding me? That's going to be fun.
This is just so pathetic. Nia knows better than to listen to you.
I love Tiffany.
And besides, you're just like every other woman in that locker room that's just jealous that I had the money in the bank briefcase and don't have to beg for an opportunity like a peasant.
I love the way she talks. Like a peasant.
I'm a peasant. Well, this peasant beat the youngest Miss Money in the Bank ever last week. Do you remember that? Or is it just me? You guys remember that?
Only because Nia got involved.
Ooh. So it was Nia's fault that you lost?
Ooh, they're teasing a little dissension there with Nia and Tiffany.
You know what, Bailey? You're good.
Yes, boy,
You're
says
smart.
Denise, have you ever rocked the
You
side
almost
shaved
had
hair
me.
gimmick? No.
Just like you would almost have a
That would
prayer
not
if you
look good
ever
on
faced
me.
again.
Mm-mm.
Or like you would almost have a prayer
Everyone's
if we
like, Lord,
beat you
Tiffy.
down right now.
So that's a great outfit. She doesn't wear black often either, by the way. Oh, there's Naomi. She's coming out. Yeah, I don't feel like we often see Tiffany in black. It's almost weird. Like we always see her in bright pink pastels, very girly Paris Hilton colors. Naomi's outfit is pretty interesting.
Oh, baby, if y'all want to fight, we can fight.
It definitely accentuates certain things.
Y'all know I ain't gonna sit back and let y'all attack my bag.
I love Naomi, by the way. She always delivers. Johnny T says she looks good in black. She does. She really, really does. Especially with the shimmer.
I think it's about time that I do it again.
I would love an outfit like that. I wonder if it's like gear she made or if she bought this. Because if she bought this, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to have to go on a diet first, but then buy it.
Okay. So you want my title and you want my title.
Everyone wants Nia's title.
Maybe you should have a match to see who faces me at Bad Blood.
Okay. I don't hate that idea.
Yeah, we've done that before. We can do that.
No, not a triple that, Bailey. Let's make this a little more interesting.
How so?
Why don't you two face Tiffy and I next week? And whoever gets the win can face me at Bad Blood.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Go ahead and chit chat about it.
We accept.
So, like, if Bailey wins for her team, then she gets the title shot. If Naomi wins for her team, then she gets the title shot.
No. When Tiffy and I win, whoever loses leaves SmackDown permanently.
Oh.
Toodles!
Damn, they really found a way to spice this up.
Mom, you idiot.
Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
She was gonna get her with the briefcase, and instead she got her with her booty. Oh my god, that was actually pretty good. That timing was excellent. Excellent timing.
Incredibly high stakes.
Please, we need to talk about the timing of that. That was
We're
great.
gonna have to leave SmackDown altogether.
Okay, when is this match happening? I'm assuming next week then, probably.
Excuse me, Nick Aldis. I understand that you've spoken to the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Can you give us an update on what he
Kathy's
said?
been on fire
Yes, I can.
today.
In fact, I'll tell you
She's had
exactly
a
what
million
Roman Reigns told
interviews.
me. He wants to address this situation in the ring right after this match.
Wait, who does?
After this match, I guess we'll find out together.
Wait, who did
Well,
Nick
it
Aldis
is
say?
confirmed that Roman Reigns is still here in the arena,
so
and he
Roman.
plans to address the
Oh,
WWE Universe
Roman.
live
Okay.
tonight.
Nice.
Lori, Cole, back to you.
All right, so we're going to get Roman Reigns here tonight. We got 34 minutes left on the show, and we still got Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade. We're going to get Roman Reigns again.
They square off live next.
And then
on Friday Night
I
Smackdown.
think that's kind of it. We'll see. There's not too much left on the show. All right, let's see what we got here. We got a super chat from John Taylor who says, if Reg is watching SmackDown seeing Tiffy right now, man is gonna right now. I doubt he's watching SmackDown. He's probably out doing something. Reg has got a life. Like, he's got a life. He's not always at home watching wrestling. Actually, that's not true. Reg watches a lot of wrestling. He probably is at home watching wrestling. But no, I haven't seen anything from him. But who knows? I haven't been on Twitter, so I'll have to check Twitter in just a second. All right, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and see what everybody else is saying. Anybody got any plans for this weekend? Any great plans this weekend for anybody? We got Brandon Rosen here who says, so that's how they topped the beginning. Right, we were talking about that, thinking that that was going to be like they basically did all the great stuff at the top of the show, but no, we're going to finally hear from Roman Reigns. So this is huge. I'm excited to finally hear from Roman and see what he has to say. So I'm liking this. Plus, if Cody Rhodes doesn't want to be in the match, then okay, who is going to be in the match with Roman Reigns against Solo and Fatu? I don't know. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. And everybody's saying Jimmy Uso. That could be a big option, of course. So maybe Jimmy. I don't know anymore. But Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat, man. But let's see. Everybody's weekend plans. This is from Rally Cap, says she'll be working. Larice Johnson says all sports for him. Crazy Cool is going to a baby shower for his grandson. I love baby showers, man. You get to play games. You get to eat. It's so fun. Jay says he watched the Killers game today. How was it? Was it good? Let me know how that was good. If it was good. We got Steven here who says he's teaching a drum lesson tomorrow. All right. Lewis says nothing at the moment. Cool. You get to relax. I love that. Let's see. We got John Taylor who says got to work a weekend project tomorrow, sadly. And then let's see. Oh, this is cute. This is from Courtney who says my husband is taking me to dinner for my birthday. Well, first of all, happy early birthday. And that is a really nice thing a really, really nice way to spend your birthday at dinner with someone you love. I love that. And then Ash Nicole says, wait, I missed it. What happened? Roman Reigns is going to come out and address the people and talk about what the hell is going to go on at Bad Blood, because Cody doesn't want to team up with Roman Reigns. He's done with the Bloodline and wants to move on from the Bloodline. Casey Clark says they're going to be watching the Wisconsin Badgers play. Dominic Carranza says NASCAR at Watkins Glen on USA Network this weekend. Leo Poroy says putting a lot of stuff in boxes because the guy is coming to fix a few things in the house next week. All right, cool. We got Jared Jackson here with a very generous super chat. Thank you so much to Jared who says, shaking my head, Bailey is actually hilarious. I wish she would show that side of her again like she did in the Thunderdome. She is, like, she's very, I love when I love when Bailey's a heel. I really, really do. Like when she was doing the ding dong hello, I thought that was really great. I think she has a really great personality, but a lot of people forgot because they haven't really been letting her show that. Like when she was champion, we were all talking about like how we weren't even seeing her on TV, which was very unfortunate. So yeah, I like when they let Bailey show her personality because that's why she has such a huge fan base. Like Bailey is loved by the people because she just has a good aura about her. Like she doesn't seem like a diva and she just seems like a genuinely nice, down-to-earth person, and she's entertaining. She's a great wrestler. We know that, but she's also entertaining as a performer, when it comes to like mic work and stuff like that. Thank you so much, Jared, for the kind super chat here. We got Chris Ludek here who says, my plan for this weekend is going out at 11 tonight to go to a rave where my friend Danny Thorne is performing it, and it ends at 5 a.m. Oh my gosh, dude, you got so much energy. I don't think I could ever do that. A rave going out at 11 till 5 a.m. What? I'm too old for that. I'm too old for this shit. But I hope you have a great freaking time, Chris. Live it up. as the kids say, YOLO. All right, YOLO. Actually, I don't think the kids are saying YOLO anymore, but now it's stuck already. Chris Ledeck. I'm more like Taylor, who says she's relaxing this weekend, taking it easy. I feel ya. I'm going to be doing some work and relaxing. So a little bit of both for this weekend for me. But SmackDown is back, everybody. Let me put the volume up. Woo! I'm tired. All right. My friend says House Instinct Culture's growth on Twitter going pretty damn good. I think I'm almost at 3,000 followers on the Instinct Culture Twitter account. Ron Simmons and Teddy Long are there. Anyways, I'm almost at 3K. I thought it was a really good idea to do the follow back thing. We got William Regal. He's got to be here to say it's War Games. Anyways. So yes, that's going good. We got Bobby Roode, glorious Bobby Roode.
He's not great, Michael Cole. He's absolutely glorious. And the
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest, one of the pair twins.
It's so funny when they show Raw superstars.
25 years.
Again, because it's like, oh, what are you doing here on SmackDown? I see you on TV every week. Throws me off. All right, it's time for Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade. What was I gonna say? Wow, Faith Thompson says she's been writing 3 comic books. That is brilliant. Brilliant stuff. I love that.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 200.
Rally Cap says that's the kids say yeet. Dominic Carranza says, so wait, I'm still in the dark. Who's leaving SmackDown next week? Well, who knows? It could be Bailey. Someone just mentioned Bailey on Raw would be pretty exciting. Who was it? I just saw their comment here. Yeah, this is from Smile Mark. It says Bailey moving to Raw would be exciting. New feud. Yeah, I would like that too. It kind of feels like there just hasn't been too much attention on her on SmackDown. So yeah, if she were to go to Raw, it'd be great. I would not mind that at all. At all would not mind that.
Throughout this year. Don't waste your time. You want to be there. Vancouver, beautiful city. An unforgettable night awaits. But how about what's happening in a matter of moments, Cole? Match number 5.
Anyways, let's see what else we got here.
Between Carmelo
Nicole says, when is Roman Reigns coming out? It looks like he's coming out to close the show. So after this match, most likely.
Opportunity down the road.
I love Andrade's entrance. He always looks badass, man. But the mask and everything looks so good. Looks deadly. Idolo.
And his opponent from Gomez Palacio.
Jose Alvarado says, is SmackDown making a spot for a returning Charlotte or maybe a call-up for Roxanne? Probably a returning Charlotte would feel a little bit more like it. I think a lot of us kind of sensed the Charlotte return, especially earlier. There was a lot of people thinking about Charlotte during that segment. So maybe a Charlotte return. Thank you so much to Brandon, who says awesome watch-along as always, Denise. I appreciate you, man. Tiger Claw says Roman starts at 9:45, actually gets in the ring at 9:55. That's kind of true, actually.
The bar to be raised even further right now.
We got King Live Jade here, who says, when do you see Charlotte Flair returning? Someday in November?
Before the bell with a cheap shot.
I wonder if she'll be back before, like, in time for Survivor Series. She could be, or she can make a return at Bad Blood. I don't know. I feel like we need a good return, like, on a pay-per-view, you know? I usually like that type of stuff.
This thing has turned personal in a hurry.
But I just don't know. I don't know.
Game of one-upsmanship. 2 premier athletes looking to advance their rankings in
or,
the United States
I was going to say, she could just wait.
This thing has just devolved.
September, October, November, December, and come back to the Royal Rumble. But that just feels like too long from now. I think that would kind of be sucky to keep her out even longer than she has to be. So, and plus, I don't, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really love Charlotte. I can't wait to see her come back, though.
I would agree with the mentality of these two superstars. Somebody has
John Taylor says, any chance The Rock shows up tonight? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like if he was going to show up, it would be for Netflix. The Netflix move.
Move on to your United States title.
I personally feel that they could have hyped up the USA Network stuff a lot more. I'm pretty sure they probably weren't even allowed to really promote it that much. But I think that they could have done like more to just make it feel like even bigger in terms of
Hayes on the barricade.
you know, I've talked about when SmackDown moved to Fox, like they did a giant blue carpet outside of the Staples Center right before the show, and they had all of these, you know, wrestling celebrities there, and that was really, really huge, and that was for them for SmackDown going to Fox. So I think it would be awesome if they did something like that when, you know, prior to going to the USA Network, but I would hope they do something like that for Netflix, because that would be huge if they did something like that. Out here in Los Angeles is where they should do it. Not just because I'm from here, but I really do think they should, because then they would get more mainstream media instead of just wrestling media. If they did it out here in Los Angeles, they would get more of like your Entertainment Tonight, your Hollywood Reporters, those types of outlets, because you're going to want those types of outlets covering you. Oh, shit! That was so crazy. Spanish fly. Damn. Oh, commercial. Okay.
Have you always had trouble using
that was really sick. So they did a Spanish fly off of the barricade. That was really, really great stuff there, by the way. Really, really cool. We went to picture in picture. I was kind of waiting for them to do a replay, because I was talking but watching, and I wasn't expecting them to do a Spanish fly off of the barricade. That was sick, man. Sick. Wow. Let's see what else we got here. Joseph Boza says, I remember, Denise, they did a pre-show going to Fox. See, I didn't even know that they, oh yeah, you're right. They did do a pre-show, because I was, so the pre-show people were right next to the carpet. I'm sure you can see it while you were watching the carpet. Yeah, you could probably even see me there on the press line, because I was there doing the interviews. And I remember, thank you so much. Actually, just remembered this. My aunt, she like took a picture of the pre-show, like she screenshotted, because in one of the shots I came out in the back. Well, you could see like the side of my face, but she knew me. She's my aunt, so of course she was gonna recognize me, and she knew I was there. So like she screenshotted it, and I was in the back like, so yeah. I think they could have done probably something like that, but that would have been really great, really, really great. So let's see what else we got here. Johnny Teen says Melo landed on his head. I didn't even see that. I want to see a replay of that, because that was crazy, and I wasn't expecting it at all. Really was not expecting it at all. Let's see what else we got here. Matt Logan says, did they talk about how WWE going forward is going to start using more mainstream music? So I don't know about that, but clearly based off of the new theme song, when they got Megan Thee Stallion, I mean, that seems very, very mainstream to me. So I think they should use more mainstream music. Like, shell out the money, guys. Like, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to pay the big bucks for some good songs. People love that shit. I love that shit. So yeah, I would love to see more of that. We got Matt Logan here who says, reported WWE is going to use more mainstream music. I haven't seen that. I don't know who's reporting that, but just based off of what we saw here, like I said, I think they should. They definitely should. Thank you so much for this. Let's see what else we got here. We got G-Man here who says Tatum Paxley needs to win a bout. I love Tatum Paxley. I still can't get over the fact that she can do a freaking 630. Like, what? Or what? Blows my mind every time. Really, really it does. But she feels different on a show where a lot of people feel the same. And so Tatum Paxley, I think they just need to keep showing her on TV. And they have been. She's been doing, the creepy doll stuff. But she's kind of fun to watch. I think that people are just like curious about Tatum. Again, her look is so different that people are curious about her. She's this crazy goth girl and she's gorgeous. So of course you're going to be interested in Tatum Paxley. So yeah, that's where I'm at with all of that. All right, we're back on SmackDown. Let me put the volume up.
The season premiere on the USA Network, 14,551 on hand.
Carlos B says Joe Hendry just pulled a cup out of his trunk with his face on it. Stop it. Dude, he needs to he needs to put his face on everything. Everything. Mugs, cups, mouse pads, calendars. Because he is
reversal, looking for the message was
very popular, and that headshot is going places.
Stacks him up.
All right, we're back with Andrade and Carmelo here on SmackDown.
By both these superstars. former NXT champs.
We got David Caitlin here in the house who says, "Hi, I didn't like Chelsea being a jobber to Julia. Do you think she will get revenge? Also, you look glamorous tonight. Have a great weekend." Thank you so much, David. I appreciate that. Thanks because I'm wearing earrings. And I actually fixed my hair. Well, I fixed the bangs. I didn't even fix the rest of it, just the bangs. So thank you so much for that. But no, I think that Chelsea didn't look like a jobber to Julia because Chelsea got a lot of offense in on that match. She even got more offense than I was personally anticipating for her to get. So yeah, so I didn't mind the performance at all. I thought Chelsea looked great. Julia looks great. It was fine. She was a good opponent for her to make her in-ring debut. And since Julia's got a lot of buzz, I'm sure Chelsea loves being in the match and in the ring with her as well. So, I don't know. It kind of felt like all around good stuff on Tuesday. I love this NXT talk, by the way.
What they're capable of in the ring.
Since I do the NXT post show every Tuesday, I sure as hell like it when people talk about NXT because they went from like being like the lowest viewed show to like people actually caring about it. So yeah. People are saying that Joe Hendry won. Did Joe Hendry defeat Josh Alexander?
Tendencies. Counters for your counters. Face first.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. Josh Alexander, like him losing to Josh Alexander. No, sorry. Josh Alexander losing to Joe Hendry is not going to hurt Josh Alexander whatsoever.
Who is now stalking Andrade.
Damn, I'm really thirsty.
With a cheap shot before the opening
I'm
bell.
out of water, everybody. Oh no. I'm gonna probably try to get some water before the podcast.
Here it comes.
Nothing but net.
I'll probably wait for Robin to stop for me.
Kick to the midsection.
Andrade wanted the message yet again. Countered.
Nice. Yeah, they're just going in there and having a good time. Andrade and Carmelo. They know each other so well already. We got Sheldon Jackson who says Victory Road update. Joe Hendry taps out Josh Alexander via ankle lock. Via an ankle lock?
Carmelo Hayes is on
Next up, ABC versus Edwards and Myers for TNA tag titles. Thank you so much, Sheldon. He is our TNA correspondent for today. We got David Caitlin here who says, do you think Chelsea and Rosemary will fight? That would be so much fun. I would love to see that. I don't know if they will, but I would love to see it. That's for sure. David, thank you so much. Zeladon here says, we believe.
Carmelo Hayes keeping this matchup alive.
Oh, I didn't even realize that Raw was going to be in Ontario.
Ring awareness.
I don't want to go to Ontario. There's too much traffic.
Every single match they've had.
But I did not realize Raw was in Ontario. Wow. Did not realize it at all.
Spectacle.
Is it Raw live? Like, how sure is it actually Raw?
Can't miss. And now Andrade again from the top.
Oh!
Damn.
With a split leg moonsault, Hayes rolled out of the way.
But can Hayes capitalize? Can Carmelo Hayes make something happen?
Oh, yeah. September 23rd, Raw in Ontario. Oh, that's in 2 weeks from now. Okay.
Hayes is getting desperate, Cole.
All right. I was confused. I was like, what?
Shoving him out of
and they're going to be in
way.
Portland. They're going to be in Roger Cordova. They're going to be in Sacramento, too, for SmackDown. Wow. I was so unaware. All right. Good to know.
Carmelo Hayes caught by Andrade. Kick right to the face.
Oh, what? They're doing headlines now?
Andrade stunned.
Short jab to the ribs by Andrade.
So they're doing little headlines where they tell people like the results of what actually happened to the show for those that tuned in late. And Andrade defeats Carmelo Hayes, and now it's he wins this like little series because they were tied 2-2, so now it's 3-2.
Andrade with the win. 3 wins to Hayes' 2 in this
Brendan
series.
says we used to be doing the Raw watch along this coming Monday. Yes, I will be. I will be here. Wait, what? Oh, it's Alley Night. I almost didn't recognize the theme song for a second. For a quick second, I was like, who is that?
The megastar is here.
Yeah.
United States champion.
Yes, boy says, Denise, I got tickets for Ontario for me and my niece and nephews. Any recommendations for attending? Oh, nice. Dude, I haven't been to a show in Ontario in years. The last time I went to a show in Ontario was probably like 10 years ago, and it was a house show. I haven't gone to Ontario in a really, really long time. But there's the Ontario Mall nearby. That one's pretty big. It's a pretty big mall.
Andrade,
And that's honestly my extent of knowledge on
your
Ontario.
next contestant for the U.S. Championship.
All right, let's see what Allie Knight's saying.
So I hope you're feeling all the excitement, all the tingles and jingles down there, but don't
Tingles
get
and
lost in the
jingles
sauce,
down there?
because all you did is you just won the Hit It and Quit It sweepstakes. And the grand prize for that sweepstakes is 1 week from tonight, you get a first-class ticket to getting dropped on your head, catching 3 the hard way from the man they call
It'll
the
be Andrade
Megastar.
versus Allie Knight
Yeah.
next week for the U.S. title.
And while you're laying there trying to figure out who, what, and where you are, it ain't going to be too hard to figure out exactly whose game this is, who's still the U.S. champ, with everybody saying,
LA Knight, yeah. I just like to chant yeah.
Congratulations, Andrade.
All right, well, it looks like this match is happening next
Challenger
week.
for LA Knight's United States Championship.
you can't have it. You're running. But you won't take it because you can't.
Bad Blood is presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Injured? Go to forthepeople.com. And by Wendy's new Saucy Nugs. Take
Saucy
the nugs
Nugs.
you love and sauce them up with 7 bold flavors like honey
Saucy
barbecue,
Nugs.
farm. Try them all today for a whole new way to nug.
My favorite
It's gotta
Wendy's
be-
memory is when I got Will Washington with the
Looking forward to
Wendy's
next week, Friday Night
nuts are in
Smackdown
your
here on the
mouth
USA
joke.
Network from
I peaked
Sacramento,
after that.
California. Andrade, LA Knight for the United States Championship.
Andrade worked incredibly hard to earn the opportunity. LA Knight has been waiting for the next challenger to step up to emerge from the pack. That was going to be a banger.
Matter of moments away from Roman Reigns reappearing here in the ring on Friday Night SmackDown. But yesterday, WWE and UFC teamed up ahead of Riyadh Season Noche as WWE superstar Rey Mysterio
Oh man, Rey
and
Mysterio
former
was in Las Vegas
two-time
yesterday.
UFC flyweight champ Brandon Moreno visited Casa Luz,
Damn.
the Las Vegas
I wish I would have
Youth Center, supporting
known.
the Latino
I've been
community.
trying to get a
Ray and
one-on-one
Brandon
interview with
spent
Rey
time Casa
Mysterio.
Luz kids,
I've interviewed
spoke
him
about
several
their
years ago, but it was for like a
and about
minute.
WWE and
I would
UFC
really
merch
like a longer
and
interview with
forward
Ray at some
to set.
point.
Absolutely awesome.
We'll
Bro,
see
you
if that'll
mentioned
happen at
Sacramento
some point.
next week. How about something
All right, so
else
here we go.
to
Next
look
week,
forward to beyond the United
Bayley
States
and Naomi
Championship
versus
match?
Nia
How about
Jax
this
and Tiffany
tag
Stratton?
team contest?
We knew
Bayley
that.
and Naomi join forces. If one of them wins, they will be the next to challenge for Nia Jax WWE Women's Championship.
I like the
However,
graphics
if
too
Jax
because
and
they're
Tiffany
showing where they're
Stratton
going to
win,
be at the
Bayley or
following
Naomi,
week.
whoever gets pinned has to leave SmackDown permanently.
Go to Byron Saxton.
All right, Jay
Michael Corey,
Bianca.
thank you. As you can see, I'm standing by with the women's tag team champions, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill. What a week for you ladies. On Monday, you successfully defend your tag team titles, and now here you are tonight on the USA premiere.
Yes, we are so excited to be here tonight, and we are even more excited now that we got our titles back on our shoulder. And I know we lost them for a few months, but we got them back now, so it's all good.
And we ain't letting that go. Like I said, whoever want to come get it, we got it. We're giving our work. Come apply.
Come apply.
You know
I like
what?
that.
Anytime,
Come
any
apply.
place, Raw, NXT, SmackDown, anybody can get it. And every time we step in the ring, we're going to keep defending these titles.
And you're going to continue to hear, and still your women's tag team champion.
Who won it? Who won it?
Oh, all right, there's Nia and Tiffany.
You got something to say?
Did you guys hear what happened to Naomi?
What happened to Naomi?
Well, nothing yet. But if she sticks her fat nose in my business again, something very bad.
Have a nice show.
Oh, and I forgot to say, congratulations on the tag titles. They look really good on you guys. But don't forget, I beat both of you to win the Queen of the Ring tournament. So while you're the tag team champs, SmackDown is my kingdom.
Toodles.
Wow, that was so mean. Wow, that
I
was
just hope
so
Saxon
mean.
finds his shoes.
They really said that about Naomi.
Unfortunately, it appeared that way.
It's been quite the 2024 in WWE.
38th
Tonight,
TV
Seattle,
sellout,
our
57th
38th
event sellout.
television
Wow.
sellout, 57 event sellout.
Insane.
throughout the year. Congratulations.
Insane. Like they've really turned things around for WWE this year. In terms of like live events, just overall interest. And here we go. Roman Reigns is here. We got 10 minutes left on the show. We got Crew Kid 52. Thank you so much for sending this super chat. It says, we've been giving out work. Come apply. It's such a baller line. Honestly, yeah, it really is. It's a really good line. Really good. I almost feel like rehearsing it in my head 100 times so that I can start using it as part of my daily vocabulary. I gotta rehearse these things in my head though. Crew Kid 52, thank you so much for the super chat, man. All right, let's see. It's 6:51. Let's see how long it takes Roman Reigns to get to the ring. 6:51. What time do we think he's actually going to be talking? We'll see.
Roman Reigns returns.
It's going to be a while from here, guys. It's going to be a while.
Victory over Solo Sikoa inside a steel cage.
John Taylor says, too bad you didn't have that line when hiring for your team, Denise.
By the bloodline.
Crew Kid 52 says over under 5 minutes. I'm going to say he's going to start talking by 6:55. It's 6:52 now. 6:55, I think he'll start talking.
And Jacob Fatu allegedly signed the contract.
Nice. You know what? He's actually walking a little faster right now.
Cody Rhodes.
Friendly reminder, guys, that immediately after this, I'm going to still remain on the stream. Robin Lundberg, my Friday night co-host, will be joining me, and we will be doing a SmackDown podcast. So after this watch-along, it's going to turn into a podcast. So yeah. Oh, we're going to a commercial break?
Sunday night.
What?
The future is now.
Okay, we're getting a picture-in-picture, so at least we can still see once Roman Reigns finally starts talking. Okay, let me mute this. I was not expecting a commercial right now at 6:52. So usually commercials last 4 minutes. So, damn, what? It's going to be a bit here until we get to Roman Reigns talking. He's going to have the world's longest entrance right now. Everybody, going to be able to have a full-on photo shoot with Roman Reigns right now. Man. John Taylor says 57 after the hour, and we'll get an overrun. You know what? Usually on the USA, they've been ending right at the hour. I know with Fox, it would always end right at the end of the hour. Sometimes even earlier. There was times where SmackDown was over and there was still 3 minutes left till the next hour. So I don't know if they're going to do an overrun here for USA Network or if they're going to end exactly at 7. Because lately for Raw, Raw hasn't been having overruns. Raw has been ending pretty early the last couple of weeks or for a while now, I feel. At least that's what I've noticed. But yeah, we'll see if they go over here because it feels like they could, but at the same time, it kind of feels like they can get everything done in such a quick period of time because it's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns doesn't go out there and always talk forever. Before, he used to do those 20-minute opening segments on SmackDown, but this doesn't feel like a 20-minute opening set. This doesn't feel like a 20-minute segment. This feels like it could be done rather quickly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alrighty. And let's see. John Taylor says there's no overrun on his DirecTV guide. Crew TV says hard out at 8 p.m. on Raw. Yeah, literally. Hamjared says he's going to say 3 words. Acknowledge me. That's 2 words. And then that's probably going to throw. He's probably going to throw in a few more, and then that's it. Because so far, from my understanding, we have to find out what this match is going to look like at Bad Blood. So we'll see. All right, it's 6:54 now. He's been out there for 3 minutes already. But he's in the ring. He's just waiting. He's literally just walking in circles in the ring, waiting. Literally, he's just walking in circles in the ring, waiting for SmackDown to come back on. That's so funny. Honestly, that would, if I were a performer, that would get my nerves so high. Because to me, I feel like when you go out there, you just want to do what you're supposed to do. And that's it. Do what you're supposed to do in there. When you have time to wait, you're thinking, you're pondering. And all of a sudden you start to overthink. I mean, of course, Roman Reigns is a pro, but still, I would hate to have to pace around in circles until it was my turn to talk. I would lose my mind. David Zaldivar, thank you so much for acknowledging. I appreciate you. See what else we got. All right, we're back. Here we go. 6:55.
We are back live on
Did I
Friday
not
Night
say, guys?
SmackDown.
6:55. Roman
The
Reigns
original tribal
would
chief
start
returning
talking.
Roman Reigns
Actually, it
is
doesn't
in the
look
ring
like
as
he's
we
talking
speak,
just yet.
along with our
So.
general manager,
Never mind.
Nick
Now
Aldis.
it's 6:56. And he still hasn't started talking.
And one to the sky.
You know what would be so funny? If he just goes, thank you so much for watching SmackDown on the USA Network.
Feels
Bye.
good, doesn't it?
Mic drop. Chris Holsinger, I haven't heard anything about a SmackDown moving to 3 hours. I know some people were wondering, but I haven't heard like anybody legit like reported or anything like that. I think it's just a rumor. But who knows? You never know. I agree with this. It's Alan who says Roman's aura is unmatched. Steven says, Roman says, thank you for watching and y'all drive home safely, the end. All right, the y'all drive home safely is sending me. Oh my God, Carlos B says they're going to do an end on a cliffhanger like WCW used to do. Stop it. That's so
Roman,
funny.
I know it's been a chaotic night, and I know that you and we have our own unique history, and I just want to say that with everything that
Roman still hasn't talked. Okay, now he's going to talk. He's asking for the microphone. He's got 3 minutes. Less than that, probably. Unless they do an overrun.
I don't want to confuse anybody. Some things change, but not me. I don't need him. I don't need some contract. This family business, this is bloodline business here. I don't need a partner. I definitely don't need the help of Cody Rhodes.
Oh, so I guess they're not friends.
And let's just get this one thing straight. Whether I have my family's Ulafala or not, I am the tribal chief.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad he said
And
that.
you see, I'm not
like
just
the necklace does
original
not
tribal
define
chief.
whether or not he's a tribal
I am
chief.
the only tribal chief.
He's the only, the original.
And don't ever get it confused. This is my ring. This is my show. This is my WWE.
Oh, Cody? I thought Cody said he was done with the bloodline. Okay, I think they're definitely doing an overrun, guys. Because it's already 6:59. Or a cliffhanger. In my soul. Yep, definitely doing an overrun. It's already 7 o'clock. Man, Cody's taking a sweet time to get to the ring. Everybody's just taking their sweet time. They're not in a rush either, bro. Cody's getting like a full entrance. I didn't even know he would make it to the second blow. All right, let's see what Cody has to say. Dominic Carranza says that NASCAR Xfinity Series race is about to start. Cody, hurry up. Oh my God. Is that really what's on after this?
Your ring. Your WWE.
That's where Cody decided to draw the line.
Well, it was.
Ooh. Chris Robinson says, shout out to Cody's sneakers. Oh, Dominic Carranza says, no, Denise, that race is tomorrow. Wanted to make the joke.
WrestleMania.
I'm not up to date with the, what do you call it? The NASCAR Xfinity Series race. No wonder I was like, why would it start so late? Okay, I appreciate that. John Taylor says Cody's even talking at a glacial pace. Yeah, for real. Grip Chamberlain says this is a misuse of an overrun. No need for a long entrance, just a nitpick. Yeah, I know. I get what you mean. Usually the overrun is because there's all this action going on that we can't leave yet because it's still happening. No, this feels like a huge extension, even though it's only been 2 minutes, but it feels like it's still going to go longer. This doesn't feel like a 5-minute overrun.
He and Cody endured of the new tribe.
All right, we got Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu.
Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu stalking their way to the ring. As mentioned, Nick Aldis has already obtained the signatures of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu for a matchup that doesn't seem to be possible these days anymore.
Yeah, everybody's getting long entrances. I don't think Solo Sikoa is like wondering if they're friends. Oh no!
Tonga Loa.
Come on! Don't tell me this is the way SmackDown's gonna end.
And Cody now fighting back.
All right, good. I was about to say. The last thing I want to see is Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa standing above Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Like, that is not what I want to see.
And again, much like earlier tonight.
And Durrett says, God stay taking L's. Stop it, that's funny.
A rough alliance has been formed.
Leo Poroy says all these long entrances are making The Undertaker proud. For real. I love how during all of this, Jacob Fatu's just there like, all right, let's see if Cody's going to sign too, because he said he wasn't going to sign. Roman signed, even though he said he didn't care for contracts 5 minutes ago. Will Cody sign it? Those are the most Cody shoes ever. We got John Taylor here who says, must be in Roman's contract that everyone has to walk and talk at half speed. Bro, I would be fired from the Bloodline already. I talk way too fast, walk too fast, do everything way too fast for the Bloodline. Thank you, John. All right, Cody is signing too. So we are getting Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu at Bad Blood. It is happening.
Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes.
Oh my gosh.
And as you mentioned earlier, Corey, so did the Bloodline. A rare occurrence where
Solo
Roman
Sikoa's
Reigns
done.
realizes it's going to take more than the
It's too
OTC
lopsided.
to topple the Bloodline.
Oh, wow, this is different. They're doing end credits for just the executive producers. That's funny. All right. That's too funny. All right, I thought they were going to do like end credits for everybody, like camera operator, intern, all of these things. I was expecting, again, just end credits for everybody, but no, just the end credits are just for Triple H and Lee Fitting. That's funny. All right, guys, we are about to turn this into a podcast. I'm waiting for for Robin to get in here, and then we'll go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the results. I really want to get some water, but I can't leave until Robin gets in here. But we're gonna start this podcast very soon. Let me just pull up the results here because I didn't take any notes on today's show, so I'm gonna have to have some results with me. But so far we've got, let's see what we got here. We got Crew Kid 52 who says Solo's eating that pin like Sunday dinner. All right, I'm gonna have to steal that one too. Eating that pin like Sunday dinner. I'm going to steal that saying too. Thank you so much, Crew Kid 52. You're adding to my vocabulary. We got Sheldon Jackson here with the Victory Road update. Says Assista Myers and Edwards regain TNA tag titles from ABC. Next, we got Jordan Grace versus Wendy Chu for the KO title. All right, let us know how that goes and how Wendy Chu does. Robin, what's up, Robin?
What's going on? We're live?
We're live. I know. I didn't even tell you. I was just like popped you in and you're like, oh, we're live.
Hey, I've been doing this for a minute. I'm good.
Yeah. So I was telling everybody that we are doing a, So a 2-for-1 today. I've been live streaming now all of SmackDown today for the premiere episode of USA Network. And then we're turning into a podcast. So everyone's seen the in-between of us preparing for said podcast.
Well, I was a little caught off guard because I thought I had it wrong with the overrun. You're so not used to having an overrun anymore.
Right? Not for SmackDown.
Yeah,
No.
I was like, did I rewind something and forget am I going to miss the start of the show? Where am I right now? And I was like, oh, wait a second. It's just an overrun on USA Network, which I thought was a nice touch on the first episode switching over.
We'll get to that. We got Willie T here who sends in a very generous super chat saying, hi, Denise. Willie, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate your support, man. All right, so we are about to get into the podcast for a second. Okay, before we get into the podcast, I want to run and go get some water. Robin, do you mind taking over for like 30 seconds here?
Sure. No, I mean, look, I thought that was,
perfect.
Excellent SmackDown.
Be nice to Robin. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Overall, while we wait for Denise to run and grab her water, it's the kind of SmackDown that you need a little bit of water after. And we've been a little thirsty for a great show like that. And, the WWE knows when to do things timing-wise, right? And you saw it there where they switch over networks and they give you this big headlining show that starts with a bang in the steel cage match. And Denise and I will talk about this further, but I thought that was the best match of Solo Sikoa's career. So that's number one. And then you end it with the callback to that match, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes in the ring together, and the tension that's set up, not only the team that is set up, but the tension that is set up simultaneously. Brilliant storytelling by the WWE as Denise has finished her drink.
John Taylor says, quick, let's talk smack on Denise while she's gone. This is your chance, Robin. I wouldn't have heard any of it.
You know what? I don't have any smack to talk about. Like, I really don't have anything negative to say. I don't know what I would say. Denise works hard. She's nice. I guess she's not all that tall from her caption earlier.
That's the real shit to get into. I love it. All right, well, let's go ahead and start this show. Let's do a proper introduction. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Speak Now Pro Wrestling. It is Friday, September 13th. It's Denise Salcedo here with Robin Lundberg, and we are going to talk about WWE Smackdown returning. We're here. USA Network premiere. This is so exciting. Robin, I want to start off by getting into the fact that everybody was excited, like, hey, USA premiere. People are looking to see how SmackDown is going to be different. And really, we saw a lot of differences right off the bat. New logo, new text, new color. I mean, the colors are the same, right? But they look a little different just because of the style. But the aesthetic is just different. The stage looks really cool. 3 big, giant, big screens that we had there. On top of that, we got a brand new a brand new theme song by Megan Thee Stallion. So there's a lot to get excited about. I know you're more of the rap guy, Robin, so you can give a little bit more information on this song.
Yeah, I mean, I am a rap guy, but like, the Kendrick type of stuff, the lyrical stuff is a little bit more my speed. And I got nothing against Megan Thee Stallion and any of her Stallion-esque performances. But it's not
Robin, I was counting on you to give me information on this song.
I don't know if it's her new joint. I don't know. Like, I mean, Megan Thee Stallion doesn't. I feel like I know Megan Thee Stallion more for how do I say this delicately? Twerking than I do for her actual music per se. Like, the biggest hit she has is the one that Beyonce did the remix for, that Jay-Z wrote Beyonce's verse on. So the Savage, Savage, that one. That one is her biggest crossover hit. But yeah, Megan Thee Stallion is certainly a big pop culture featured artist right now. I'm just surprised it wasn't The Weeknd, because WWE likes to go with The Weeknd.
Yeah, they really do use The Weeknd a whole lot, don't they? But I mean, it's totally different. Like, I know why they chose the song. It's a pretty cool, like, fast, like you mentioned, like lyrical style. So it's a good song and it feels very modern. I like that it's mainstream, so it's going to catch a little bit more of attention and it's going to just have a more fun, interesting vibe. Personally, I'm more of like, I like when WWE does like rock, heavy metal type songs. I like that really big time energy. So this is totally not really like my neck of the woods type stuff.
WWE was a reference point this week when it comes to music. I don't know if you know this, because Kendrick Lamar was announced as the halftime performer at the beginning of the week. And of course there was, I'm super excited about it. I think it's the right choice. But there's a little backstory there, given Jay-Z selects the halftime shows, and Jay-Z has a little bit of a history with Drake going back a ways, and obviously Kendrick's thing with Drake. So Drake's fans got all into a tizzy. And because the concert or the Super Bowl is emanating from New Orleans, Lil Wayne, who originally signed Drake, Young Money, that connection, is from New Orleans. So all of a sudden, even though I don't know if these people were saying this before, everyone was saying it should have been Lil Wayne who was there in New Orleans, like a bunch of these internet folks, who I really think what they were doing was using Wayne as a proxy for Drake, because they're still in shambles about what Kendrick did to Drake. And then therefore, this is their way about crying. This is the way of crying about Kendrick getting the halftime performance, but pretending it's about something else, about Lil Wayne. But if you recall, Lil Wayne did perform at WrestleMania. And it didn't go great. It wasn't his, let's say he wasn't in his prime peak, Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3, no ceilings era style of Wheezy. So it was used as a reference point for some people saying, hey, maybe he wasn't ready for that Super Bowl halftime show anyway. This is how he looked at WrestleMania.
Okay, well, that is pretty astonishing, and it puts a lot of pieces together, because I had seen pieces of this on social media, and I'm like scrolling. You know, when you see things you just don't know about, and you're like putting the pieces together. So thank you, Robin. You finally put the pieces together for me. But I'm excited to see Kendrick Lamar, I guess, do the Super Bowl. That'll be fun to see. But as for this, again, totally different style of music. I know that obviously BTS is super popular. You got one of the guys from BTS on this song. So I wonder if the BTS fans sites are going to pick up any of this and be like, hey, wrestling is using, one of our guys' themes, one of our guys' songs. So I don't know, maybe we will see that.
I think that, look, it should be an honor. It's a big thing. There was somebody who tried to be like, oh, why would you criticize him over his performance at WrestleMania? And I responded, like, I was triggered. I was like, WrestleMania sold out a football stadium 2 days in a row, buddy. That is a big, huge national event. If you're not prepared to perform at WrestleMania, that's basically as close as it gets to the Super Bowl.
Really, honestly. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge opportunity. Okay, so with that being said, I did like the presentation for SmackDown. It's gonna take a second to get used to seeing they did a bunch of little things that are so different. They were adding more little lower thirds in the bottom where they were showing, the results of what had happened on the show. They were doing more of like, hey, this is what's coming up on the show as well. They were already doing that type of stuff on SmackDown, but I think they've added even more. So they've added more imagery on the screen. I thought that was cool too. I don't know. I really, really like just like the overall look of the show. And we were talking earlier in this watch along where it looks more modern. And obviously that's obviously what you're going to want whenever you update anybody. Whenever anybody upgrades their logos and whatnot, it's always to just kind of go more with the time. So I thought they looked really great, but let's go ahead and get into it. We kicked off the show with, I felt the first 38 minutes of SmackDown were incredibly strong. So we kicked it off with Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa, of course, introduced by Triple H because he kicked off the show and welcomed everybody to SmackDown on the USA Network, and then basically announced that this match was kicking off the show. And I thought, oh shit, because I thought that Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa was going to be the main event. I wasn't expecting it to be the opener, but given how everything worked out, it made sense that since they weren't going to have any commercial, you might as well do this whole match all the way forward. So all the way straight through. Dude, I'm just going to say this right now. This match was so much better than what we saw at SummerSlam between Cody and Solo. Their match at SummerSlam, it just did not feel, I mean, there wasn't fireworks until Roman Reigns came out, but I felt that they did a really good job in this match where it was entertaining. They were utilizing the cage, which I always love because I hate to see people in steel cage matches that don't actually utilize the cage, and they definitely did that here. I thought Solo had some really great moments, and so did Cody. What'd you think of the steel cage match?
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was definitively the best match of Solo Sikoa's career. Forget just Cody and Solo and SummerSlam. I have never seen Solo in a better match than that. I mean, I can't, certainly that I can recall. It is the best match that I've ever seen Solo Sikoa participate in. And I think the cage helped him in particular, because it allowed him to play to his strengths a bit, feel a little bit more menacing, pull off some moves that in a regular match would seem basic, but with the involvement of the cage seemed a little bit more brutal. Cody was also great in this. I mean, the Cody cutter he hit off the side was executed to perfection. Obviously, you're right. The extended no commercial break aspect of it really helped. And Denise, I know you're used to this, but I always use my kids as a reference point. My son, Raj, my oldest one, said, Dad, this would be a really good match even if it was on a PLE. And I said, exactly right. Like, it's not just a good match for TV. That would have been, what, a 4.5 star match on a big show too. Like, it was a very, very strong kickoff to SmackDown on USA Network. A very, very strong kickoff to the show and the direction that they took it, especially when you go to the end of the show and tie it back in. And it was the best performance of Solo Sikoa's career.
I think you might be onto something there, because I was trying to think like if there was another match that I really liked of Solo Sikoa, and then nothing really jumped out of me so quickly. So I feel like you might be onto something there with that. But yeah, you mentioned that Cody cutter off of the cage, man. That was freaking cool. Of course, Cody doing the crossbody off the top of the cage. That was awesome too. They just did a lot here where I almost felt like Solo Sikoa sort of redeemed himself here, right? Because a lot of people weren't really that interested in seeing this match happen once again. And so I did kind of feel like Solo basically redeemed himself in this matchup here. But the other thing that I was wondering when the shot started was, are we going to be seeing Roman Reigns? And for the most part, I think a lot of people felt like, yeah, we're going to be seeing Roman Reigns. It's the premiere. We're going to see it happen, right? But I didn't want it to happen during the match. And I'm glad that it didn't happen during the match, because I wanted to see Cody Rhodes successfully defeat Solo Sikoa on his own without having to need the help of Roman Reigns. Similarly to the way that it was done on SummerSlam. You wanted to see something different, right? And so I'm glad that it wasn't until afterwards. But let me tell you, man, so after this match ended, we see Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. They all go out there and they get into the cage, and and they're all attacking Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes is being, completely outnumbered, and you sensed it. You're like, okay, this is the moment where Roman Reigns is going to come out. This is the moment where it's going to happen. Jacob Fatu goes to the top of the cage, Robin. I don't know about you, but I was so freaking ready to see this man do like a flying headbutt off of the top of the cage or something crazy, right? And then instead, Roman Reigns' theme song hit, and I thought, cool, so excited to see Roman Reigns, but damn, I wanted to see what Jacob Fatu was going to do off of the top of the steel cage. But Roman comes in there, he goes at it, takes out the bloodline, has this moment with Jacob Fatu, but Solo Sikoa ruins the moment and drags out Jacob Fatu, which I kind of hated because I wanted to see these two collide, like the Samoan werewolf, the tribal chief. I wanted to see this collision.
But that's why it was brilliant, right? Like that's why they're doing because they evoke that feeling from you. You wanted more. You wished it would happen. You know it's going to happen. You know it is coming. And they've been doing that very nicely. Again, I really think the injury angle with Jacob Fatu was for that very reason, to keep Roman and him away from each other. Obviously, Fatu was the one that cleaned house with Roman. When you get to lay out Roman, that's a big deal. And then now they're again keeping them kind of away from each other so that it feels bigger when they do get back together and they have that face-off. So I think that was actually quite effective. I think they changed Roman's theme again. If you notice, it came in a little quicker. The other one took a long time to build the new Roman hero theme, the tribal chief hero theme.
You're right. We were talking about that when they changed it.
Yes. So I think they tweaked it again. So if you notice in this one, it was a little different. It felt like the da-na-na, da-na-na, like hit earlier on in the theme, which I thought was I still like the OG one. I would still go with the OTC theme, but I like this one, I think, better than the one that they had been using. But I thought the entire way that they have told that story was really well done, from the tension between Fatu and Roman and an eventual collision, the obvious tension obviously between Roman and the bloodline as a whole, and specifically Solo Sikoa for him staking his claim as tribal chief, and then the tension with Cody and Roman despite this uneasy alliance. And that was started there in the beginning, where there's a really cool shot of Roman sort of looking at the bloodline and Cody behind him, over the shoulder. And it just gives you that like, oh yeah, all right, we're cooking now. We got, these two guys who have had this magical chemistry often against each other. Now we know they're going to be aligned, but we know that alignment is eventually going to wind up with them going back against each other at some point. And that to me is a long-term cool payoff that's going to pay off in the short term as well.
Well, speaking of the short term, we have another match that has been added to Bad Blood, and this was the closing of the show. The closing of the show, we saw that it is going to be happening. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Now, it seemed like Cody Rhodes, he went out there and he told Nick Aldis, I'm done. I don't want anything more to do with the bloodline. I'm finished. Let this be Roman Reigns' problem, right? And I kind of disagreed with Cody when he had that backstage moment. I get it. He wants to be done with the bloodline. All makes sense. But in my mind, I'm like, Cody, 20 minutes before this, you had all of these guys beating you up. That was before Roman Reigns even got there. If I were you, I would want some revenge, even if it was just for that specific moment. So I personally wanted him to, I didn't want him to say he didn't want to be in that match, because I felt like he should want to be in that match to get revenge for them on that attack. And I know it's probably going to be a never-ending cycle with him in the bloodline, but it's, you don't want to just walk away after you had, 4 men beating on you. But as we all learned to find out with the closing of the show, it is going to happen. We are going to be seeing Roman and Cody team up together. And I think what really solidified it at that moment, at least for Cody, was that Tama Tonga and Tongaloa attacked them from behind when they were distracted by Solo and Jacob Fatu. So there was a lot here. But in my mind, I can't believe we're going to be seeing Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns teaming up together. But it just feels so lopsided, right? Because you got these big, massive stars in Cody and Roman, and you got Solo and Fatu. Like, Fatu's great, right? But it doesn't, but he's not nowhere near the level of Cody and Roman in terms of superstardom. So it feels so lopsided in terms of just what you want to see come out of it.
Except for, there's the storytelling aspect again of it, the history between Cody and Roman, the implicit knowledge that we have that Roman's going to eventually want that championship back, right? Like, so that is an underlying subplot of it. And then going back to what you just said about Jacob Fatu, Denise, like, that's the feeling they're trying to establish with him. They are making him into a bona fide, real attraction, at least as an in-ring performer. I don't know if he'll get there with all the rest of the stuff that you need to be, Roman or Cody, but as an in-ring performer, he is already there. So it doesn't feel quite so lopsided, and I bet you that's the way that they do it, is Fatu goes through a stretch of that match where he's just kicking their asses from corner to corner of the ring and perhaps through a table and the like. So I think that's the way that they tell the story of that match, along with the, unspoken tension between Roman and Cody, knowing their history and knowing that Roman's going to want to have that championship back. And to be quite frank, this is the most intrigued by a Cody Rhodes match I've been since he became
That's because
champion.
Roman's back. That's because Roman's back.
It is. I mean, you said it for me, but it's also the truth.
I could read your mind, Robin. I could read your mind.
I wasn't even going to say it. It just is the way, like, it feels like that. Where are they going with it, right? Like, it's the first time since Cody won the championship and he's been in a match. I don't know exactly where they're going with it at the end. So I think that's, aside from obviously Roman's star power and what he brings, I think that's the other thing. Are Roman and Cody going to have a stare down if they win? Are they going to actually lose because one screws up on the other? How is that going to unfold? And I think that's interesting.
I think Jacob Fatu is really going to have to, he's going to be the star for the team. For his team, he's going to be the star. He's going to be the one that people are going to keep their eye out on in terms of like how it's like what he's going to do, how this is going to go. And I feel like that's honestly, that's going to be the intriguing point. Like you mentioned earlier, seeing Jacob Fatu, beat up on Cody Rhodes, beat up on Roman Reigns. Like that is going to be the most intriguing part of this match, but also seeing just how Cody and Roman work together. I hate to say it, but can they coexist? We all know we're going to be thinking that. All of us are going to be thinking that. I'm pretty sure we'll get that line like 100 times on commentary, but it is going to be like a weird dynamic because God, we've been seeing Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes at odds with each other for such a long time now that seeing them on the same side of things, it's going to feel like the Twilight Zone. I'm not used to seeing it yet.
Yeah, and I think that's also why they did the slow payoff to even Cody sign. Cody's like, all right, I don't want to deal with the Bloodline anymore. And then at the end, he does sign the contract. But again, if it goes well for them, you still have the other aspect of it of, okay, when's Roman coming for that championship? If it doesn't go well for them, it can be set up either way. So I think it's brilliant booking. I think it's brilliant storytelling. And I think it makes the product as a whole feel more important all of a sudden because you got Roman back, yes, but you got, as much as I say it about Roman, and I mean it about Roman to me has now a case as the greatest of all time and is the biggest needle mover and all those things. Cody and Roman together have been excellent. I can say whatever I want about Cody's title reign, and it hasn't been the match quality. The match quality has been strong. But whenever Cody and Roman have been in the ring together, magic has happened. You can go back a couple WrestleManias ago. I know some people didn't like the result. I think in retrospect, it looks great. You can go to this past WrestleMania, not just night 2 when they were one-on-one, but the moments of night 1 in that tag match with The Rock and Seth. Cody and Roman rocked it when they were in the ring together. Even tonight, when you saw them in the ring together, the way that they were able to tell the story without necessarily saying anything, they rocked it in the ring together. And I have no doubt, whatever direction they go, they are going to rock it in the ring together at Bad Blood.
Oh man, well there you go. I'm sold now. We got some super chats here. Let's get to it. We got Chris Ledeck who says, with this big tag match, I think Solo and Jacob Fatu need to win with Roman taking the pin to build to War Games. Oh no, I can't. No, I'm sorry, Chris. I know we have to build to War Games. I'm 100% in agreement with that. I just personally cannot see either Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes taking the pin here. I'm sorry, I can't see it.
The only way I can see it is if one costs the other accidentally. Like, I think that makes it seem like if, whatever.
They can't coexist.
Yeah, they can't go, or it messes up the wrong way where Roman winds up spearing Cody, or Roman gets shoved into the Cody cutter following, another beatdown but that to me could be the way that you do it, to keep the tension going. But I'm not against the idea by Chris. I don't want to see Roman pinned so close to coming back. As
it can't be Cody. He's the champion.
Though he was pinned by Solo not that long ago, right?
No, I don't want to see it. No.
Solo
but that
pinned
was
Cody again.
That was to kind of give Solo a leg up in their one-on-one match heading into SummerSlam, though.
Sure, but if Cody and unless you set up Cody Roman 3 with their win somehow, if Cody and Roman go over, doesn't that dead the whole thing right now? So I think he's kind of right that in order to keep it going, Solo and Fatu need to win.
I know they have to have, trust me, I know they have to get the leg up somehow to make them feel like legit challengers, right? But it feels like it's too much. It's too much at a cost. And Roman Reigns just returned and he's Roman Reigns. And then Cody Rhodes, the champion. I can't pick one of them to to get pinned by Solo or Fatu. And I love Fatu, but I just can't buy it right now.
What if it's that Fatu moment? I mean, that's kind of been the way we started this off. What if it's Jacob Fatu?
Yeah, you're right. The most exciting moment would be Jacob Fatu getting some crazy ass, I don't know, freaking flying headbutt sequence, some crazy sequence, and then hitting the flying headbutt or something and pinning Roman Reigns. That would be the most exciting thing.
It's probably the right thing. I think, actually, now that I think about it, as much as I love Roman, don't want to see him pin, I think Jacob Fatu should pin Roman Reigns in this match.
Wow. Either way, it's going to be like a wow type of moment. So they've got something there. But we got Corey MacArthur who says, going to get Denise. I don't know about the watch along. Hello, Denise. And hello, Robin. Hollywood Pillow Princess. Unk, Mr. Umar, hashtag DWO crew. Corey, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you a whole lot. And yeah, I had an embarrassing moment, Robin, on Wednesday. Instead of saying unk, I said unk.
Oh. That's not as bad as your Pillow Princess
oh, God.
job moment from a couple weeks
and
ago,
it's
right?
stuck, Robin. It's stuck. Pillow Princess for life. And it has not run its course just yet. We got Corey here who says SmackDown Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes 2 team up being lit. Yeah, it's pretty lit, all right. Thank you so much, Corey. We got John Taylor who says new SmackDown aesthetic equals Raw. Use Denise's discount code for Blue Chew. Oh no, I like their new look. It's just gonna take a while to get used to, like anything else, right? It's always gonna take a while to get used to something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that drastically different where I had too much of a reaction. I was like, hey, they got a new look.
No, I did. It's a lot cleaner. The font's different. Somebody was talking about how it looks like Smack Sewn instead of Smack Down because the D is cut off. Yeah. So it's definitely different. It's a cleaner look for sure.
I think but what I meant was I wasn't taken aback. It did not alter my viewing experience.
No, it didn't. Not in a bad way, no. But you did notice the differences. Like I noticed everything that was new, and I was like, "Oh, that's different. That's new. That's this. That's whatever." You know.
And I was as soon as I saw Triple H come out, like I was reminded I was on a different, because I knew like whenever he does that, it's for something exactly like that. Like WWE, welcome to SmackDown on USA. You know, why did I go to Vince? I don't know why. You get the point. Every time they do something like that, Triple H comes out to tell you what you already knew and then leave the ring.
Well, did you notice the end credits at the end of the show?
I did. That was interesting. I've never seen that.
Right.
And he got the name. Good for him, by the way. He deserves it. He earned it.
But I thought it was going to be for like everybody, right? Like camera, operator, producers, graphics, all of the things that you see in Hollywood movies. But it was just like, no, just executive producers. That's it. I thought that was very interesting. Really, I did. But
hey, when you run the show, you
can do whatever you want. I'm going to freaking add that to this. I'm at the end of every show. Denise Salcedo. something Denise Salcedo. We got Ebony Prince here who says, hi, Denise and Robin. Great show. Thanks always much. Thank you so much for being a member of the DWO now for 10 months. We got Anthony Giuliano who says, I see you drinking Poppy. Surprised no one using the name Poppy in WWE besides Daddy. Okay. Well, because remember there was Poppy the singer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she would come out, she would do performances. But yeah, I do drink this Poppy stuff every now and then. I like it because it's, well, this is not an ad, by the way. They don't pay me for this, but they got like prebiotics in here. Although I did hear that they were being sued because they don't have enough prebiotics. I don't know.
What is it, like a seltzer water?
It's a soda. It's supposed to be a soda, but it has like prebiotics in it, but a shit ton of sugar. So
how many grams of sugar in there?
4.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, it's not?
No,
Bad.
like a regular, like a Coke will have like 18 or something.
4 grams sounds pretty bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
I don't know. Like I said, they're not sponsoring me, so like I don't give a damn. But I do drink it because I've been trying to find an alternative to soda. So that's what I was trying to do. But anyways, we got Anthony Giuliano who says there was a rumor that they was bringing back the SmackDown Fist. I was kind of disappointed they didn't bring it back. That was, for a lot of people, one of my favorite stages. I love that stage. I've always loved the oval one. The oval stage, I've always loved that one too. I did love the Fist a whole lot. But no, I even though nostalgia always hits and we know it works, nostalgia works amazingly. I think the smart thing to do though is just move forward with a more modern, just a more modern image.
It was good. The aesthetics were clean, and yeah, I don't, you can't redo what happened before, or else then you look lazy, right? That would be if they did that, the criticism would be, oh, they just redid that from before, right? Like sometimes you can't win.
You can't.
I think they went with the best possible, route where it's not like anything that takes you out, like you're like, what's going on here? But a clear, nice redesign for a new era that I thought they did a good job with it.
We got Anthony Giuliano who says, I was hoping to see Jimmy Uso return tonight. I thought he was. I thought when Cody Rhodes said that he was out and he didn't want to be part of this match, I thought they were going to have Jimmy Uso come in and partner up with Roman Reigns. Did you think that at all?
Yeah, I did. My son had mentioned Jimmy Uso as well as a possibility to come back there. But where is he? He's been gone for a minute now. When was the last time we saw Jimmy? Has it been since WrestleMania?
Right after? Since WrestleMania, yeah. Since WrestleMania, like those periods right there, yeah, for sure. It hasn't been like after that. I don't think so. I feel bad. It's been a while.
It has been a while, but they're also building, right? Like slowly but surely we're building. We've talked about it for a while. We're gonna see The Rock eventually. We're gonna see Jimmy eventually. We're gonna see Jay, I think, back. We're gonna see Sammy back. So they might just be holding him for that specific planned moment. That's probably, in fact, what they're doing is they have a specific return moment in mind for him, and they're just holding him off TV until then.
Probably until War Games. I feel like he should be in War Games. And
Possibly,
one of the teams, but he should be there.
Possibly Bad Blood somehow. I mean, somewhere, yeah. But yeah, War Games makes sense. I mean, I think that's the point where we get to everybody being involved.
We got Sheldon Jackson, who, by the way, has been giving us Victory Road updates. He says Jordan retains the Knockouts title over Wendy Chu and gets attacked by Rosemary and Wendy after. So she got attacked now twice in 1 week. And then next up, Nick Nemeth versus Moose for the TNA World title. They finally did a Santino and Ariana. Oh, they did. They did a Santino and Ariana segment. I've been waiting for that. Okay, I'll wait for someone to clip it out so that I can watch it because I've been waiting for them to interact with one another. Thank you, Sheldon. We got Kevin Zwicker here who says 2024 version of the Mega Powers ended the show. Oh my God. We got Steven Martrulli who says the final boss returns to set up War Games. Do you expect to see The Rock at some point before War Games? I don't expect to see him until till Raw on Netflix.
I think he'll be before then. Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think I saw a report recently too. I'm trying to remember if it came from a reputable source or not. That's the problem with today's day and age, right? You scroll, you see so many different things, and you forget to all right, I didn't
That's
actually.
Why I always stick to 2 places. If it doesn't come from those 2 places,
But
I'm just nope.
I think you got to remember how invested The Rock is. This is important for The Rock. The final boss thing is a cool character name, but it's also true. He's part of the TKO board. So the more successful that WWE is, the more successful The Rock is. So I think it's all completely dependent on whatever his movie schedule is. So when his movie schedule clears up, he will be back on WWE TV. This is not somebody who you have to question his work ethic, right? The guy's got 25 jobs at a time. So I don't think you have to question his work ethic at all. I think it's just a scheduling thing. And what happened, with that lead up to WrestleMania, they cleared it so that he could be there, night in and night out. And I think the next time he gets a break in his schedule, he will be back on WWE television, at least in a semi-regular capacity.
We got Anthony Giuliano who says maybe the Bloodline take out Cody in the coming weeks, and Jimmy Uso might replace Cody Rhodes for Bad Blood. Nah, I feel like he's got to remain. I think that having Jimmy replace Cody would kind of feel like a little bit of a step down. I feel like the match would lose a little bit of star power. So I would say keep now that you made it official, it's got to remain official with Cody there.
Oh, yeah. Not even just that. It's not even just... We know, I've been saying it all show, Cody and Roman 3 is got to happen. That's got to happen. I mean, Cody's been saying it in every press appearance he's doing. He's saying the biggest money match they have is Cody Roman 3. Now, maybe, he's underselling what Rock and Roman would be, or even himself and Rock would be. But that, I want to see it too. I want to see it too. Those guys have put on classics. So I think this is perfect because it ups the star power for the match. It ups the star power for the card, the anticipation for the card as a whole, and it ups the possibilities of where you can go and keeps that seed of, okay, when are they doing it? Like, when are we going for it? Because we've never seen them in this sort of situation before.
We got Sheldon Jackson who says, I think Rock versus Cody at Survivor Series for the title. No, man, I think that if they do Rock and Cody, I think it's going to be at a bigger show.
Rock and Cody. I mean, that's a pretty big show, no? I mean,
I think it's got to be bigger. I think it's Rock and Cody. I would wait till, God, I don't know, WrestleMania.
What if Rock takes the belt off Cody at Survivor Series? Roman wins the Rumble, and then it's Roman.
It just feels too soon. Doesn't it feel too soon? Am I crazy?
Not for me. No, doesn't feel too. He's had the belt since WrestleMania. So May, June, July, August, September, October. I mean, Survivor Series is November. That's 7 months. I think at some point we have.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I just feel like they might want to wait until Netflix so that they can tell this story, like continue telling the story on Netflix with Rock and Cody, and that's not going to happen until January.
Sure. I mean, but they have so many different things that they can pull up. They can have the rematch on Netflix. There's a lot of different, not saying that Sheldon is absolutely correct here. We don't know. We're speculating. But you have to start paying all these things off at some point. What was the last thing The Rock said on TV? More or less.
I don't know, but didn't he give that gift to Cody?
Yeah, it was me and you, Cody, more or less, right? Like that's what that meant. Me and you. At some point, we're getting Rock and Cody. At some point, we're getting Rock and Roman. And at some point, we're getting Cody and Roman. I don't know what order those are coming in. I don't know how we're getting there, but barring an injury, I am 100% certain and positive we're getting those three matchups. And if we're not, then whoever's running creative in WWE should be fired, and Triple H's name should not be on the end of the show.
Oh my gosh. Sheldon Jackson, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, man. All right, let's go ahead and continue on from here and get into some of the other topics that occurred on SmackDown. We got a 2-minute match between Michin and Piper Niven. It was very quick, but Michin got a big victory. At least I consider it a big victory over Piper Niven, because Piper Niven, when we're talking about someone who was just challenging for the WWE Women's Championship against Bayley not too long ago, and now she's out here losing to Michin. Personally, I think this match could have even gone longer. Of course, 2 minutes is not very long, so I do think it could have gone longer, but I really do like that Michin is getting some big wins.
Yeah, look, you have to start building others too, right? You can't always be the same carousel and rotation of players, but the women's division is deep. We saw a lot of it tonight. You saw Nia Jax tonight. You saw, obviously, Tiffany tonight. You saw Jade and Bianca and Bayley. Obviously, Rhea is her own sort of level superstar right now. What she's going on with Liv. I mean, we haven't seen Charlotte Flair in a minute. Io Sky, we really haven't seen. So like there is a lot to work with. So it's nice with that being the case, with that being the preface statement, for them to still be able to develop a little bit within. And Michin's had her run here in the last few weeks where it feels like they've tried to feature her a little bit as a subplot of the show.
I love that. No, you're right on that. It feels like they should. I feel like they're just waiting, right? Like now they're setting her up, they're building her up, and then they're just waiting to like officially like, launch her into superstardom, hopefully. Because I think she's been very, very fun. All right, let me see where we're at with here. We got Stephen Martrulli who says the final boss returns to set up war games. Did I read that one already?
You
I
did.
think I did. I'm sorry. Okay, I read this. Did I read this one already? Maybe the bloodline takes out Cody. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm here with Anthony Giuliano who says Cody Rhodes needs a program after Bad Blood for Survivor Series. Maybe Randy Orton's versus Cody Rhodes at Survivor Series. That's what a lot of people have been sort of waiting and anticipating. But and speaking of Randy Orton, we had Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus A-Town Down Under and Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I think what was funny here is that all of this was so predictable. Everybody knew Randy was going to come out and team up with Kevin Owens. Everybody knew that they were going to win. And they tried to make this very predictable match. They tried to swerve us a little bit, send us in a different direction, and they send out this guy that nobody knows. Ricky out there. Apparently, by the way, we do have somebody here in the chat who actually knows him, John Taylor, who shared some stories with us during the Watchalong about him, which was great. But for the most part, a lot of people did not know who Ricky was. And everybody was like, what? What are we doing? But then, of course, it was Randy Orton, and they go out there and they have the match that you would expect for them to have. So they tried to make something that was super predictable a little unpredictable.
I thought it was a good bit. I thought because we all like, had the same reaction. I think they had on the commentary, like, who the hell or what the hell or, and I got to Googling and I found out who he was in the middle of it. And I'm like, are they really going through with it? And then, of course, you get the word from the ring announcer. And as soon as you saw that, okay, well, this guy's about to get stunned. Like, that was a guarantee, a layup. And then you had a pretty good idea that the next words you heard were going to be, I hear voices in my, you had a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I feel you too. So there really wasn't much to say other than that's what it was, We got Terrence Johnson here who says, who do you see taking the pin in the women's tag match next week? Plus, I groaned when I found out Hook won at All In. All right, so that's our next segment here. We got Nia Jax and Bayley. So there was kind of quite a bit that happened here. So Nia Jax is going out there. She's talking about her championship run and how great and wonderful she is. And we then see Bayley come out. Bayley comes out and she wants a rematch against Nia Jax for the women's championship. But then Naomi comes out. She wants a title shot. Tiffany Stratton is out there. She's friends with Nia Jax. She goes out there. So everybody wants a shot against Nia Jax. Of course, not Tiffany Stratton. She's sort of minding her own business because she's still friends with Nia Jax. But a match is made next week, a tag match. We're going to see Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton versus Bayley and Naomi. Now, here's where it gets fun. The one who wins the match, if Nia and Bayley win the match, whoever wins the match for their team gets a shot against Nia Jax. However, whoever takes the loss is going to be banned from SmackDown, which probably means they're moving on over to Raw. So now this is very, very fun. I got to tell you, I like this little bit that they did here of how they're going to do it, about how they're going to go about it. I feel like the options here, and a lot of people are wondering, does this mean Bayley is moving over to Raw? Is she going to be the one to take the pin and go on over to Raw?
I mean, I feel like the Tiffany Nia thing has something going on there.
Yes. So they still tease the dissension still. It hasn't fully blown up yet, but it's going to happen at some point.
Between that and the Money in the Bank, it makes me think those two are safe. So that leaves the other two involved. Maybe that's what Bayley needs right now. That sounds like a good idea to me when it's laid out for me. I mean, because we've discussed it here. Like, she had her nice coronation at WrestleMania. The title run was meh, and now she's sort of floundering a little bit. I don't. What exactly is her direction? Maybe this is a way to kickstart her in a new direction.
Well, see, I see like two probable options here. One, Bailey loses and she goes to Raw, right? But then that would still leave Nia Jax without an opponent for Bad Blood. So let's say that Bailey or Naomi were to get the win, then she would face one of those two girls. And then I'm assuming the cash-in from Tiffany Stratton would happen at Bad Blood.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I guess the cash-in could still happen between Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax if it happens at the event itself, right? But that doesn't undo what happens before. So, right, like whoever takes the pin is still off of SmackDown.
Right. Whoever takes the pin is off of SmackDown from Naomi or Bailey.
So, I mean, I guess I could see it being Naomi too. I mean, if they decide to go in that, because what if Tiffany and Nia win and then Tiffany cashes in?
So what did you say? If Nia and Tiffany,
Uh-huh.
Okay, so if Nia and Tiffany win, then that leaves Nia without a match at Bad Blood.
Unless Tiffany cashes in, wins, and then Nia challenges her to
But when would she cash in? Would she cash in next week on SmackDown?
No, right after the match. Right after they win.
On SmackDown?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want the cash in to be on SmackDown.
Well, I mean, no. What if it's at the event? Oh, I guess SmackDown has to. Okay.
Because the tag team match is happening at SmackDown.
SmackDown to set up who's facing Nia Jax. Yeah, so I'm sorry.
I know there's a lot in here. There's a lot.
Stipulations in this match. So yeah, it's happening at SmackDown, not at the pay-per-view. Who do I guess that my answer would be who do I want to face Nia Jax, right?
I would like to see Naomi.
Yeah,
she hasn't had a shot at a PLE.
And I could see them stylistically matching up well, where Naomi can do some of the acrobatic stuff, and that works well within the grasp of the power stuff that Nia Jax can do.
My favorite part was when Tiffany tried to hit Naomi with the briefcase, and Naomi just boom gets her in the face with her butt. I was so amazed by the timing of that. I thought that was phenomenal. So phenomenal. But anyways, Terrence Johnson, great question. And thank you so much for asking. We got Anthony Giuliano who says, what are your thoughts on Vince McMahon documentary coming up in a week and a half? So I have a friend who watched it. He's not in wrestling. He's like in the Hollywood entertainment space. So it's so funny because I reached out to Netflix to try to get some screeners in advance. And I was told they are not doing screeners. So I guess what happened is they apparently gave a screener to somebody and that person ended up leaking it. I don't know who it was, but I guess they ended up leaking the screener. And so now Netflix is like, nope, like we're not going to be giving out screeners to anybody because this got leaked, right? So you can't be really trusted. So yeah, but I do have somebody that I know that watched it. And they said that it was fine, that it was okay, that they felt that, you know, that they covered, that it doesn't lean towards one side or the other. And so I thought, okay, well, I guess I'll have to wait and see until I get to see it from my own eyes and see how it's presented.
Well, I mean, I don't think a documentary, unless it's with a purpose, should lead one way or the other. The documentary should document what happened.
Right.
And Vince McMahon's life, character, legacy, scandals, all of that is fascinating without, you know, a point of view attached to it. You form your point of view when you see the information out there. And there's a lot we know about Vince, you know, going back to the fact that he was a pioneer of putting professional wrestling on television, national cable television. And really, most likely, I think, if you were to put me on the Family Feud and say, number one answer on the board, who's the most important person in the history of professional wrestling, my answer might be Vince McMahon. I don't know if that's the number one answer on the board with the popular vote. You know, you have The Rock, you have Hulk Hogan, you have Stone Cold Steve Austin. But I think Vince McMahon is probably the single most influential figure in the history of pro wrestling. So there's the good of that, meaning that it blew WWE up. It blew this business that we love up. And we're here talking about it today in large part because of that. And there's the good of it on television as a character. We cannot forget that Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon were the linchpin of a big portion of the Raw Attitude Era that so many credit for exploding pro wrestling even further. And Vince was an electrifying character on screen. He was great at that, probably because he was as much of an asshole as his character was. Then there's the other side of it. And we, of course, know what the other side of it is. Going back to the steroid thing and Hulk Hogan, changing his testimony at the last second when it came to the steroid. Going to what we found out about Vince, or at least the allegations about Vince recently that maybe shocked some people, certainly didn't shock me, knowing what I already knew about Vince McMahon, right? Like, so there is a lot to the life and character of Vince McMahon. Some of it great and entertaining, some of it reprehensible and ghastly. And I don't know how they laid it out. I don't know what the interview footage they got from him looks like. I don't know how they presented it. But if you can't do a good Vince McMahon documentary, you suck. So I would say that's
why all the material's there for you, bro.
Yeah.
You got drama, you got it all, right?
You got everything. So it should work. And as a result, I'm really looking forward to it because everybody can have their own opinion, draw their own conclusions. I think it's fair to say Vince McMahon is a fascinating character who's lived a fascinating life. That doesn't mean it has to be painted glowingly, of course.
Right.
But I think that statement itself is true.
So I'm curious to see, how it's presented and whatnot. But I heard it was good. I heard that they cover a lot of topics. Of course, the steroid trial. They also talk about Owen. That's talked about on there. I forgot what else he mentioned, but pretty much like every big topic is apparently mentioned in there.
I remember watching that in real time, Denise. I remember watching that. And now, I guess it's so funny because I was young, but then you go back and you think about what happened. I remember what happened, and I remember it being announced on the Jim Ross announcing it on the air, and then you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. And then they took this man's body off the mat and kept going. That call was made, and we know that's Vince. So that, that's think about that in today's day and age.
No, I don't think we can. I don't think we can get into that mind. I know I can't. It's like trying to think about when you watch a murder documentary and you're trying to get into the mind of the serial killer, and you're like, I can't.
Well, I mean, the closest thing
I can't get into the mind of making the decision of continuing the show.
The closest I can think about it is the Bills game where DeMar Hamlin.
Oh yeah,
on the field.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
Had to be revived on the field. And there was that moment of, are they going to restart the game or not? And there were conflicting reports. That's probably luckily he survived and he's still with us here today. But that's probably the closest parallel I can think of. And they're they eventually didn't. And I think most people would say that was the right call. But it is one of those things where I remember seeing it as a kid and going, wow, this is crazy. I can't believe it. And then crying my eyes out the next day as they honored Owen. And then I remember revisiting how I felt as a kid and as an adult with the realization and the wherewithal to go, holy shit, that happened and they kept the show going.
I wonder if they're going to ask him about that. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's just kind of a little bit about what I know so far about this documentary. So we'll see. All right. Anthony Giuliano says, looks like we're getting Nia Jax and Tiffany versus Bianca and Jade for the tag team championship. That was another tease that was made backstage too. So that could also be a possibility. I think they should at some point. And they had really terrible things to say about Naomi, which also makes me think, you know what? Maybe they should do Nia Jax versus Naomi. We got Sheldon Jackson here who says, last Victory Road update. Nemeth retains the TNA World title against Moose. JBL showed up again and took out Edwards and Myers. Yeah, JBL's been making some appearances on TNA. Kind of wild, but hey, that's where we're at in 2024. Sheldon, thank you so much for the updates. We got David Primero who says, rumor is Nia Jax versus Charlotte for the women's title when the Queen returns. And that event, Tiffany will cash in to win the title to set up a match at Mania. I would love that. If those are the rumors, I am here for it because I love Charlotte and I love Tiffany Stratton. So yeah, I would love to see that come to fruition. So we'll see if that is what ends up happening there. But thank you so much to David Primero. All right, so Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. This is the 5th time that we've gone in this match. We kind of already know what this looks like already, but just to emphasize, Andrade wins. So now I think it's 3-2, and he's going to go on to face LA Knight. Did they say if it's happening next week or when it's happening? I think it is next week. Andrade versus LA Knight for the U.S. title. Anything else that we haven't already discussed in regards to the story?
I don't think so. But I do think within the story, they've done a nice job of giving Andrade something to do, and you know, a nice, a reputable, formidable opponent for LA Knight as well in this U.S. title reign. I wouldn't say I'm like, you know, pumping my fists and going crazy about it.
Yeah, me either.
But
it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been fun to see Carmelo and Andrade work together.
And it's also been fun to see, like, that doesn't happen too often, where you see two people in the ring with each other that often in succession, right? Like, and it kind of happened organically, I think, because the first one was so good that they ran it back and then ran it back and ran it back. So I think all in all, it's done well. And I think LA Knight and Andrade is, I don't say it as well as you do. Andrade and LA Knight is
Andrade el ídolo.
I think it's a solid match.
Yeah, I feel like it's really benefited both Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. Like, this has been the best thing for them since Andrade's return from AEW to WWE, as well as Carmelo Hayes since he was drafted. This was 100% the best thing that they've had for them. And now I wonder, what's going to happen here with Carmelo Hayes. What are we going to go on from here? Because Andrade is going on to LA Knight. So I hope that they keep Carmelo Hayes, keep the buzz that he has from this feud with Andrade and keep that going. I did interview Carmelo and he called out John Cena. So I know that he's somebody else who wants his shot against John Cena. And, in this closing tour, I can imagine that John Cena is going to do things where he puts, younger guys over. I mean, we saw him in the ring with Solo Sikoa and took like 5,000 freaking Samoan spikes. So who knows? Maybe he will go on to face Carmelo Hayes at some point, but just putting that out there. But that was really it for SmackDown here today and the start of this new era. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, I hope we get TNA Invasion for Survivor Series. I don't know. I feel like they're keeping the TNA Invasion stuff on the NXT universe side of things.
And it also, those sort of things work well for the Rumble, because that's when you can get some of these surprise appearances. I mean, look, they did it last year, right? So with Grace, right? Wasn't she in the Rumble? So
yeah, Jordan.
Yeah. So I think that's a good vehicle for it, maybe more so than Survivor Series, where you're doing a full build for everything else that you got going on versus a random, like, this is a cool pop moment.
I feel ya. All righty, everyone. So there you go. That, my friends, was WWE Smackdown September 13th. Robin, before we wrap things up, before we end things, what do you got going on? Let the people know where they can follow you.
Yeah, of course, you can follow me on all social media. I'm at Robin Lundberg on the Twitter X machine. The YouTube channel is my name as well. I run a women's basketball website through Sports Illustrated, Women's Fast Break on SI. And you can catch me here with Denise on Friday night.
Dude, your YouTube channel has grown so much, by the way, from like where you first started to where you are now. Like, you're killing it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was essentially zero.
Yeah, it was zero. It was zero.
Where it is now to, getting a couple million views a month. And the website did 2.5 million page views this week. So
insane.
So yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed that trends continue, because talk about the final boss, my own boss, if it keeps up.
No, but seriously, guys, go check out Robin's content. Really great stuff over there. And that's it for us here. Of course, I will be back on Monday for the Raw Watchalong, and then Tuesday, NXT, Wednesday, Dynamite. Friday, I'll be back once again with Robin. And let me know if you guys want me to do more Watchalongs for SmackDown. This was a impromptu thing. I wasn't even going to do this, but someone requested it, and so I decided to do so. And it turned out very, very well. So if you guys want more SmackDown ones, let me know. I'll consider it. So thank you guys so much. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. I will be on the air tomorrow on Busted Open if you guys want to check that out as well. But don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye, everyone.